Okay, so if everybody's ready, we will begin.
Let's do it.
Did that clap make it?
That one did, because you were talking while he clapped. The first one did not. His Discord was smart.
That's fair.
Good enough for me.
Well, now you have something to sync up the audio perfectly to.
Exactly. All right. So, when we left off, our group of intrepid adventurers had just recently left Goodmead, heading south now down to Dougan's Hole in hopes of uncovering something from, well, Aurelis knows the rest. As you guys do head on to your location into the southeast, you guys do notice the gleaming full moon overhead as it casts a brighter than usual, though nevertheless dim light through the vacant tree canopies next to you guys. You all look up. Erland, as you look towards Layree, instinctually knowing that she is about to turn. Layree, I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw.
Oh shit! Here it
You
comes.
want to fail this, I'm guessing.
No, I can see it in her eyes. She does not know whether she wants to succeed or fail.
Okay.
Oh!
Bravo!
Now is this good or bad?
Alright.
Excuse me.
As you guys are marching through the area, you watch as the scales jut from Larry's shoulder blades suddenly. As she
Nice.
begins to grow in height, scales turn ferrous and dark red as plumes of fur pop out between the cracks. Before your very eyes, all of you witness as Layree grows to a ferocious height. Red fur and scales intertwined. As she looks around, she catches the scent of a distant rabbit. And as you guys spot it with its arctic fur, making eye contact with Layree, your insatiable lust with a 3 takes the better of you. And as you leap off to go towards it, you guys watch as Layree just begins charging after this rabbit, and the two of them run off into the horizon.
Is
I have a-
you said her
Holy
scales-
crap!
I have a
her scales
question.
go off?
Go ahead.
Did she still have her fake eye?
Yes.
Fucking sick. But yeah, did any of her scales fall off?
No, they did not. As this wouldn't be a painful process, it is nonetheless mentally excruciating. Layree, as you continue to trudge past without any knowledge of your past life or your friends, you will be under my control until you cease being in that form.
Oh.
As you guys witness her
Wow.
run
Back
off
off,
in the
Garrett. That's my
distance,
girl.
what do you guys want to do?
Holy crap! Does that happen every night?
Well,
What
No,
the
I
hell just
guess.
happened?
I'm gonna go
Erland?
eat that rabbit.
Oh, Alice, what the hell just happened?
That's your thing, Druid, right? This is your area of expertise.
Well, you see, animals are, they're nice and all, but I prefer the stars. They're more so my thing.
Yes,
But,
but you can
I
track,
can-
right?
I can do that.
Oh.
You guys jumping right on me right at the start here. Jeez.
Well- Well,
They need
you
you.
know, we probably need to. We probably, just in case, you know, she gets
Garrett,
lost and
question
then we
for
never
you.
see Larry
Is
again.
she considered an animal right now?
She is currently considered a lycanthrope. So she is a humanoid or a hybrid form, depending on what she prefers. So Layree, do you want to be considered a humanoid or a hybrid right now?
I guess I would be a hybrid.
Okay, so yeah, she's in her hybrid form. So she is technically classified as a shape changer.
Okay. Well, that's like the beast or monstrosity
That makes
classification.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she can never really transform into an actual bear, but she can transform
Gotcha.
into a hybrid werebear.
A lair
Would
bear.
conjure
She's a
would
werebear?
conjure animals do anything?
She is a werebear. What was that, Erland?
Would conjure animals do anything? Would Erlon know that?
Erland would know that the spell Conjure Animals would create a certain amount of animals, but it would not have any hold necessarily over Layree.
I thought conjure animals was the one where you just kind of like they come out from the forest and are on your side.
Yeah, you can do that. You
Oh
can
no,
conjure
face
animals.
spirits. Never mind.
Well, Conjure Animals is a spell, and you can use it to create animals. Yeah, that's true.
We need to keep track of her.
Probably
But you know, she could fucking kill us at a second. So, we should keep a distance, but we should definitely keep
What?
following her.
Sounds like a good fight.
What is Erwin doing at this time?
Since
I'm so
Erwin
confused.
relies on your commands, Erwin is going off of your previous command, which was to accompany the party. So he's with them.
Okay, good.
Good one.
Someone needs to heal him or something, though.
So I'm gonna activate that on Layree so that we can keep track of her.
All right, yeah, good idea.
And I will be leading the pack for that. I'm assuming, considering I'm the only one that can know that.
And I'm going
Right.
to be right behind him, playing really spooky music as we tiptoe through the woods.
All right. As Rez portrays the very song that you guys hear right now, you all linger off in single file behind Erland. Erland, with your astute tracking abilities in tandem with the use of the spell, you are on Larry's heels, but still behind her nonetheless. Layree, as you are unknowingly leading the pack, running after this Arctic hare, you inevitably catch it. As you rip your head back and sever the rabbit's head from the rest of its torso, you fling it up, clutching its ears in your teeth, and then catch the head in your mouth. As you feel the blood explode and gush through your jowls, your meal is quenched, and as you gain a momentary semblance of your former consciousness, you glance around and see a couple of things. The first thing you see is dead bodies littered around the clearing that you have just come into. And you see your friends. Erland, as you walk in and you spot Layree with blood dripping from her mouth, still in this hybrid form, what would you like to do?
Did we see her catch the rabbit?
You guys didn't see her catch the rabbit, but you did see the
Nope,
ensuing
nope,
process,
sorry.
the blood
That's not what I was-
everywhere, and
not
her
what I was
kind
going
of
for there.
glancing at you awkwardly. As you guys share this causal glance with Layree, go ahead and make me another wisdom saving throw.
That's what I wanted to do. Sorry. That last spell was the one I was going for.
All right. All right, as Layree breaks the hold person, Layree, you don't know what tried to constrain you, but you are angry and pissed at these creatures in front of you. As you guys stand up,
great.
you see Layree lock eyes with you with a predatory gaze. Everyone, go ahead and
I cast
roll.
Reduce.
PvP.
Before that happens, I need everyone to roll me an initiative.
PvP as we play.
Even
fight
me.
the DM.
Are you gonna control Larry for this?
Yeah, PvP. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah. In quotations.
Yeah,
So,
PVDM.
there we all are. Okay.
on this
Yeah,
page,
PVD.
Larry is right here. Larry, I will give you the option of controlling your character. However, keep in mind that you don't know who these people are, and you know that they just tried to hold you in place. So, Larry. Oh, wait.
I think I'll give you control.
Okay.
Bring up
No,
the
no,
counter, please.
no!
That's the worst thing anybody in this campaign has ever said.
I'll
That
let
is the most
DM
personal
decide.
attack on us that
It's
anyone
because
has ever made.
I can't.
Alex hates us.
I will play
Alex,
bias,
you want us to die.
Yeah.
But, you know,
She's
fucking
like,
icon!
okay.
and then
She's like, if I
I'll
can't
see
control my
what he does, and
character,
it'll
all
be
you guys
awesome.
have to die.
That icon's fucking
Oh,
no.
Token
That's
is dope.
awesome.
There you go. As she
I
still
know
has
she-
the rabbit flesh hanging out of her mouth, Larry looks up Larry, you feel scared.
Oh. Chill it.
We don't know
I
she
mean,
feels scared.
Do it.
I'm
Right.
telling her she feels scared. She's a defenseless animal. She's in a
Yeah,
vulnerable
but we
position.
don't know. We don't know she's scared.
Rez,
I'm
roll
not
me an
gonna see her
insight check.
eyes.
No, I'm just
Oh,
kidding.
shit.
I'm just kidding. You think she's scared and tell the party. Okay. Now that the lighting's in effect, we will begin. So I've
Oh.
got
Dude, are
Dougan.
you controlling your lighting behind you?
Always.
That's
Once
pretty
you get
sick. I'll give you that.
Okay.
I need
So
it. I
I
need
only
something like
have
that.
1, 2, 3. I think we've got everyone on the board. Up first is Yamazenkai. Yamazenkai.
Oh, really?
You have never seen a creature like this before in your life, but you see one now.
I think. What would I do? I kind of want to fight it because it seems like a very interesting fight.
Alan 10 minutes ago. I'm gonna hang back at the beginning of the fights.
No, but this is like a different thing. This is a different
He's
thing.
like, but with initiative, at first initiative, how do you go about that?
Right, exactly.
It's
It's
kind
like,
of how I felt with the whole person thing. I was like, well, shit,
Yeah.
I don't know.
because she is well within my range to charge her.
That's right.
Is this like a ridge right here? This thing right here? Sorry, I'm trying to. This right here.
Yeah, that is a ridge. It is 10 feet tall in its steepest and 5 foot tall on the shallowest end, which is nearer to you.
Okay. Yeah, no, I will witness the party. I'll see what they do. So I'm going to just move to like right there.
Okay, if that's what you wish
In
to do.
partial cover.
Alright.
You guys stealth
So-
that, actually? Would you like?
Yeah, you can. And after you roll your stealth check, I will also ask you if you want to hold in action.
Okay.
Just real quick for you, Garrett. Erlond and Yamazenkai, since I wasn't here last week, how do I like?
Wow.
How does Erlond feel about Yamazenkai kind of
That's a
thing?
good point. I didn't even think about that to fill you in. That's my mistake. He has joined the party recently, and he seems to hold himself with honor and conviction. You're very familiar with the orcs and the other tribesfolk of the spine of the world, and you consider Yamazenkai an honorable, if unfamiliar and mysterious character.
Okay. So,
Right, as Yamazenkai.
what does
trudges through
Yamazenkai
the-
look like again?
He is a green orc covered in tattoos, especially two that are predominant over both of his arms.
Gotcha.
Wearing very minimal clothing. Like it's a flowy loincloth and a scarf.
That's right. And as Yamazenkai runs over, you see this very colorful character, very vibrant in your view, Larry. As he runs down, where would you like to run to, Yamazenkai?
It was right at the edge of that ridge
Okay.
and partial cover.
Can you move your token?
Right. Here.
You gotta reselect the
Yeah.
the clicker.
There we go.
Perfect. All right, it's then your turn.
I would like to hold the action, right?
If you would like to, it's up to you.
If she charges me, I'm just going to punch her.
Okay. Rez, it is your turn.
No, actually, yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So, knowing that is our friend Larry, having seen her transform and such, I start playing a tune on my dulcimer that was already out because I was playing spooky music.
Of course.
Uh,
As you do.
I turn that spooky music into a huge crescendo, and then I just bring it down pretty quick. And as it decrescendos, or the scale, the arpeggio falls, whatever the musical term is, as it descends, Larry must make a save against. We've had a long rest since we left, right?
You did indeed.
Okay. I don't know why I changed it then. Okay. And I cast Reduce on Larry, and that should be 16.
Okay.
We talked about this last time. The save
What
DC
saving
is
throw
16.
is that?
So,
It is.
Constitution saving.
Yeah.
Alright, Larry, this is an introduction to how your skills will work in your hybrid form. So go ahead and roll
Damn it!
So go ahead and roll me a Constitution saving throw. And oh, you already did. Look at that. You're a pro. So as you watch again, Layree resisting the hold person. Her hybrid form is just too powerful, and once again with a mighty roar, you see her actually tense and with her muscles spasming, appears to grow a little bit.
Oh dear.
That, like, I kind of fumble with my sticks and I go, Scheiße! and I run behind Yamazenka.
Very nice.
Of course, now is when I get all these like high rolls.
Okay.
And initiative tracker. That's it.
All right. Up next at the top of the initiative is Layree. As Larry's going to spring out in her form, panting with the blood of the rabbit flowing off of her grizzled cheeks, she's going to run up 5, 10, 15, and trigger your held action, Yamazenkai.
Let's go.
Which kind of punch do you want to do?
There's an unarmed strike. Let's see if I hit. Open the
And since you're holding an action, you should be able to hit twice. But you're also level 8, so use at your discretion.
Alright, as you hit Layree, you feel an immense sharp pain, which for some reason reminds you of a pain you once felt in a different life, a much smaller life. You take 5.
And I will use
bludgeoning
flurry of
damage.
blows also. Which is 2 more punches. Or is that? Should I have said that during the held action?
Well, you can
Is
only
it-
hold
well,
one action or a bonus action.
Yeah, just one action.
Yeah, it says after you take the attack action on your turn. Okay, so I can't. Okay. But
Unfortunately not.
all good.
It's not your turn currently, but thank you for asking.
All good.
Layree is going to continue with her turn. So, as she runs into you, Yamazenkai, does a 12 hit?
no.
Whoa, is this correct math? It is! I rolled 2 4s. So as they both whiff in the air, we're gonna go to Aralas. Aralas, it is now your turn. What do you want to do?
I feel like she needs to be kept in place, so I will start my bonus action blade song, humming through the air, and I will go there, and I will just scream and taunt. Come on, Layree, I know you're in there. You can do something. I'm sure. Please. So I will just do a persuasion of some sort, I guess, out of the air. Oh, can I do performance?
Sure. As you make a performance and try to get Larry's attention,
Wah, wah.
Layree, I would have given you the option to roll a wisdom save here, but unfortunately Aralas rolled really low.
But he's
So,
flanking.
Layree,
Goddamn.
But he's flanking!
This fucking accent is not helping me provoke anybody. So I will take the dodge action for now with my 20 AC.
Okay, sounds good. Is that your turn?
Yes.
Alright. Erland, it is now your turn. What would you like to do? Raimi, did you change your mic? It's very quiet. It's very quiet. If you should go back to your other mic.
Extremely quiet.
My phone is dead right now.
Oh,
Did you not listen to what he said, Garrett?
I can't hear him. Oh yeah, wait, talk again?
My phone is dead.
Oh, I heard that part. What do you want to do on your turn?
I am going to bonus action into. I'm gonna bonus action into chalice form,
Alright.
and then I'm gonna throw a guiding bolt, just to, why not?
Why not? Exactly. And Yamazenkai, for the first time, you witness in the dim light beyond your view, out of your peripheral vision, 4 stars descend from the heavens as they connect on the joints of this sea elf, like a constellation of a chalice. He loosens his hands together in a magical incantation, then suddenly, a ray of lightning energy extends from his hands, and a divine guiding bolt of bright yellow light extends forth. Blue light extends forth, and it hits Layree in the chest. Go ahead and roll for damage. right. Layree, as you feel a massive wound in your chest, smoke comes out. You are extremely angry.
And then Erlon is going to. Larry's not there, so yeah, he's gonna kind of dip in, like, kind of in the middle of these three right here, in the middle of the triangle.
Okay, sounds good.
Because of the chalice.
Understood.
And then I'm
Huh.
leaving Discord call really fast. My phone's back on.
All right, sounds good. So, up next,
Where'd that Layree icon come from?
Yamazinkai. Yamazinkai, what would you like to do?
Okay, so I'm going to take this as a chance. So that was very amazing to me, seeing that magic work. So I'm going to use my my step of the wind. So it's 1 key point to disengage as a bonus action.
Right.
So I'm going to disengage behind Rez.
Okay. Yeah, you can do that.
Fuck.
My screen
Just
keeps
to-
turning
just
black.
just behind Rez. I want to see what these
Oh.
people can do. About there.
I'm so sorry, Alex.
About there. Yeah, because I want to see what these guys can do.
Okay. Do you want to end your turn there again?
Yes.
Okay.
I will hold an action if she approaches me. I will disengage again
Understood.
as an action. I'll just disengage.
Okay. Rez, what would you like to do?
So you got this as I pass Rez.
Okay. I
Show
didn't
me what you
cough.
got, little. As I look up to him.
I look back and I go, "What the fuck are you?" and I pull out my pan flute and I turn it sideways. And I just play all the notes straight down, and it just sounds like a a really irritating noise,
Did you just make that
kind of
sound?
like cicadas.
Did you just make that sound with your mouth? That's amazing.
Yeah, so it sounds similar to that, like a cicada, and I cast Bane,
All
and I
right.
cast it at 2nd level.
Layree,
Wait,
go ahead.
no, never mind, just 1st level.
Go ahead and make me a charisma saving throw, Layree. Alright, Layree, as you fail the inflicted spell, rather, you feel this overwhelming sensation overtake you as suddenly you are reminded of a sweet song once performed to you by a friend. And as you're distracted for that brief moment, you will have your next attack reduced. Is that in your turn, Rez?
Almost. And then, realizing that my spell connected, and she's like going for her ears and like, ah, fuck, that's annoying. I just yell out, "I don't think we should kill her. You know, our friend is probably still in there." And I run 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 over here to this side of the bluff, flipping Yamazinkai off the whole time. "What do you expect me to do, you ah!" And that's where I'll end my turn.
Okay.
I expect you to fight.
My bad, it's not Oralis' turn quite yet. As she has no idea you're there, Oralis, it is still Larry's Werebear's turn, and she runs 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, all the way to Yamazinkai. Oralis, you get an opportunity attack. That's right.
Oh.
That hits.
And
actually-
I did not have.
Well, no, you would. You would have advantage. That's a natural 20.
Okay, here we go.
Yeah, baby.
That's
Hey, make sure to specify, guys, that you're not wanting to kill her.
No, I don't.
Right. So, that is 6 plus 6, which is
But I think
12.
you do max damage for the 6, so
I
it'd
do.
be
I do.
like more.
I do. Well, listen. The first attack inflicted 6 because you rolled a 1. Plus 4 plus 1 is 6. Then the second one is plus 6, that's 12. Because it's
So-
damage. Yeah.
So then I'd have like 6 health points left.
Well, no, it's not your health, Larry. It's your werebear's health. So you don't need to calculate that right now.
So-
I am the werebear, right?
This
You are the werebear. However, the werebear has a health pool right now of 100.
It's like temporary hit points.
Right.
Hmm.
Okay.
A lot
So-
of, like it's kind of like wild shaking.
That's exactly what it is.
Like
So, yeah, pretty much. So, Aralas, with that attack, you watch as Larry breaks from your grasp and runs straight towards Yamazinkai. As she does so, 2 claw attacks.
I held an action to disengage, and she approached me.
Right, she is still going to try, though. The first one is a miss.
Okay,
And,
deal.
and as that happens, you disengage with an action.
Okay, there we go. Okay, yes,
Can you
Yes,
use an action
I
to
do.
disengage?
I believe so.
I believe
he
so.
held
Alright.
his action.
Usually it's an
Right,
action.
I know he held
Um,
his action, but if you can't use your action to disengage, then you can't disengage.
Yes, disengage is usually an action. It's the step of the wind monk ability that lets me use it as a bonus action, but I'm just using it as a regular action.
Now, I believe you would have to convert your bonus action to move 5 feet.
No, so he's right. Anyone can take the disengage action,
Right,
but it takes an entire action.
right.
Step of the Wind is a monk ability that lets you take it as a bonus action,
Right.
but he's not using that. He's just doing the regular disengage, and he held his action to do that.
Yeah, I understand. Hold on a second.
And then real quick, another party member can probably answer this for me. If I have already cast my 2 level 2 spells, but I want to cast another level 2 spell, I can cast that third, right, and still be good, and just take away a 3rd level.
Yeah,
Sweet.
but you also got to keep in mind what happens when you cast at higher levels. Like I wanted to cast Vayne at 2nd level, but all it does at higher levels is you can just target one more person.
Yeah, no,
So
it's not that this one
you don't
does
necessarily-
anything.
Yeah.
If you take,
It's not that this does anything at higher levels. It doesn't.
if you
It's
take,
just
Okay.
I've ran out of slots.
if you take
Fair.
the disengage action, your movement does not provoke opportunity attacks for the rest of your turn. Understood.
Right.
So the first attack is a miss. The second attack hits.
Okay. If the second attack is hitting, I definitely see that, and I go, Larry, you're a bitch, and I use cutting words.
Ah, how dare you.
Because it's still reduced damage, correct? Because it's also baned.
That's right.
D&D, the only place where you can
Just-
openly say
The
you're
damage
a
has a-
bitch to your
Wait,
girlfriend.
wait, wait. Garrett, did you
Rez,
take away a D4 from that
I
roll?
was just about to say that. Roll a d4.
But yeah, and let me know what's the damage calculation, because it never popped up for me on the.
Yeah, it didn't.
Yeah,
feel
it's not there.
Okay, so it's not this many. This many.
And then I'm also still doing cutting words, which is 1d8.
All right. As you take 17 points of slashing
So minus
damage.
4.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, yeah. So, does a 16 hit you, Yamazinkai?
You're muted.
Does a 17 hit Yamazinkai? 16.
Yes.
Does a 16 hit?
Oh, 16 is right on.
Okay, so a 16
Damn
still
it.
hits. You take 17 points of slashing damage, and Larry, as you finally hear through the jarble of noises that you know to be the common language, Larry, you're a bitch! Go ahead and roll me a wisdom saving throw.
Is that 17 damage, also including the bane?
Yes.
That doesn't do any. That doesn't require a save, I don't think.
Come on, Larry. There we go, Larry.
That's
Come
against
on,
the
Larry.
werebearness, though, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Larry,
You got this.
My bad.
Larry, as you recall your former life, in an instant, a lifetime's worth of memories flush over your mind, and for but a brief moment, you are Larry once again. What would you like to do?
I'm not a bitch, you're a bitch! When have I ever been a bitch to you?
Oh, you talk like that.
Your mic's not picking you up.
No, I heard her.
I said, yeah.
No, Eric.
Oh, it's not? Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Now it is. Now it is.
Okay, I guess I can't. Okay. Larry, you're a giant bear. How can you talk like that?
what you're talking about.
Look down. Look at yourself.
All I know is that you called me a bitch, and I have been nothing but nice to you the whole
Larry,
way.
you're fighting us. Larry, you're fighting us. You're not being rational.
Fight?
Larry,
Um,
as you look down, you see that your hands are covered in blood, and as you look over at Yamazinkai, he has a huge claw wound across his chest, and what's more, you're looking down onto him.
What happened?
You tell.
Well, I've been expecting something like this to happen, a symptom of sorts after getting such a bite.
And you didn't tell anyone? Did we know
Um,
about her getting bit by that?
We talked
Yes,
about
we
getting
did.
bit, but
Yeah,
everyone
we
said,
did. Okay,
Larry,
yes.
you're over-exaggerating.
Okay,
Larry, it's
well,
not going to be that
okay.
bad. You're fine.
Well, I
No.
guess you weren't over exaggerating.
Who's the hypochondriac now?
So, would this be considered a condition afflicting Larry?
It is a condition
One-
afflicting Larry indeed.
That's a third level of can.
Actually, I think I tried that. I don't think it worked.
Touch her.
That is right.
Oh, is this the end of combat, rather? Sorry.
Larry, as you feel your exhaustion subside, you feel healthy and gain a keener awareness of the events unfolding around you. As you gain more of a control over your hybrid form and the form subsides, you reduce in size back to your kobold self. Torn clothes, but with a little bit more fur on your body than you're accustomed to.
I need a good shave.
Larry, you're hairy.
Harry Larry.
That last attack about changed.
That was great.
I
Thanks for playing,
Walk over-
everybody. Next week.
Yeah, literally. We'll see you next week.
okay. Well, my computer's being fucky, so I walk over to Larry, and does she have any fur like on her head?
Her head is obscured by the pink cap that she wears from the goblin. However, you do see some fur actually growing from her chest.
I gently lift the hat and I scrub her head,
There's a little bit of hair up there.
and then I set the hat back down.
I should have maimed you first.
And then Erlond is going to run over and cast. He's going to run over, touch Yamazinkai, and cast Cure Wounds. And then that will trigger his chalice, which he will also give to the Yamazinkai. And that will be another 11 points. So Yamazinkai, you got 22 points of healing back.
Back to full. How gracious. Thank you.
Ah, no problem. Your gash in your chest was kind of making me queasy.
Hopefully it'll scar up good. I look down as the entire wound goes away because it's cure wounds. I'm like, oh man. But thank you.
Aurelius,
Oh,
as
you
a-
wish you had a skull?
Garrett,
Aurelius,
where are the mammoth and yeti in relation to us right now?
They are just out of reach of the battle screen to the north. Alistair,
Copy.
seeing that the fight is concluded, has gone to tending to his kobolds who are still in the wagon. Aurelius, as you see everyone pair off and as Erlon goes to heal Yamazinkai, as Rez goes to console Larry, you find yourself looking into the events around you. Now that the fight has cooled down, you see that there's a few Duragog, the dead, dark dwarves who you guys are so accustomed to fighting in the past, seem to have been massacred. And what's more, there is a frozen, dark elf next to them.
I will then inspect and see what I can find.
Is there anybody else on the battlefield that got hurt?
No?
No.
You seem to have healed everyone's wounds?
What?
You seem to have healed everyone's wounds?
It was
There's no
just
one
me.
else?
Yeah, I just didn't know if like Larry received any damage or anything from that.
Oh, she did actually a little bit. No, just a wereblower.
That's
Right
another
there.
thing. Larry,
She-
when
yeah.
you revert from your hybrid form, you go back to your full HP.
Yes. Didn't
It'll
forget
take
one.
you
Okay.
some more time to master.
I didn't know
area.
I didn't know if it was like wild shape like that.
Right. But in the meantime, Ralas, go ahead and roll me your investigation. All right.
And I will use my DM inspiration to give me advantage.
Okay, that's a very well spent use, because as you look at this dark elf, you find a glowing piece, something metallic that pokes out beyond the collar of his cloth gambeson. You sense that he has a vest of some sort of chainmail lingering underneath his clothing.
And he's very, very dead.
Frozen and extremely dead. However, seeing what's around him, he definitely looks the most recognizable out of all of these corpses.
Well, I am sorry, my elven friend, but I think I'll put this gear to good use, and I will start removing it to keep it in my bag for now.
Erlond is
As
going to make his way over to these bodies as well and start searching.
Okay, go ahead and roll me an investigation check as well, Erland. Ralas, after a few strong tugs, you inevitably rip the chainmail off of his body and over his frozen, brittle limbs. As you look out at Ralas, it is no doubt a hallmarker of your old home of Galadriel Bar, a set of elven chain, extremely lightweight, though protective and durable.
Do I feel it could be anyhow magical, or is that something I need to ritual cast later?
You can cast Detect Magic, or roll an Arcana check at this moment to discern whether or not it's magical.
Let's see if I have a good feeling. If not, I'll do it later on in the cart or something.
Okay. Yes, this is indeed magical. It magically increases your ability to withstand punishment. It should be in your journal now.
Thank you, sir.
As Erlond is searching the body, I think I'm good to search the body now. But as he's searching, he's gonna guys, has anybody noticed the weird spiraling smoke coming up from this thing right here?
That is pretty interesting.
Yeah, I don't know what to make of it. I'll check it out as soon as I'm done.
You guys do notice the spiraling smoke that exits through these subterranean orifices. It emanates a smell which is not too dissimilar from sulfur or ash. As it tinges your nostrils and makes you cringe a little bit in the surprise and immensity of the smell, Aralas, you find on this Duragar a wand which has been spent. It looks like it can contain a 3rd level spell slot. And you also find a complete ingot, a bar of Chardolin.
Noted.
Does Erlond find anything?
I'm sorry, did I say Aralas? I meant Erlon. Erlon,
You got it, my
Hey,
as you
I need to
are
take Phoebe
bent
out
over
real quick.
you-
I'm sorry.
No, that's okay.
Wait,
Erlond,
what?
Erlond, you were the one who found the wand. It has a 3rd level spell slot. And on that corpse as well, Erlond, you discovered a complete Chardolin ingot.
I'm gonna pocket the Chardolin ingot and I'm going to look back at Orlos. Orlos, do you think this could be of use to you? I don't really need it.
Maybe I could try with some time and work with the artificers to fill it up with some new magic, or it can scratch my back. I don't know, but yes, of course, I can take it for
Yeah.
now.
And I'm gonna toss the wand to Urlos. And then I'm gonna make my way over here and just kind of do an insight check maybe on like if I can see anything down there or how deep it is kind of thing.
Okay.
You're muted. Oh,
I will ask you to roll me a perception or nature check.
okay.
Alright. As you look and try to
Jesus.
peer down the hole, you can't detect much. However, you guys do see that whatever caused this hole, it goes down deep. None of you who attempt to look down it can see the bottom. If any of you would like to, you can roll me a nature check to try to discern more about this hole. Or the other hole. There are a few.
Can I roughly search this body real quick?
Can you search what?
This body I'm standing next to. I mean, we can do this.
Of
later
course.
after.
Yeah, you absolutely can. Go ahead and roll me an investigation check.
Ooh, guys, that's very deep. I don't know if I should get any closer to that. And I'm gonna roll another investigation
I'm
on this
imagining this
Durgar
is
right
happening
here.
similarly. Yes. Yes. So I'm gonna do this about the same time that he was searching the other body, and then I would like to like sync up with him as we look down.
Yamazinkai, on that body you find what appears to be a Chardolin pickaxe. A pickaxe with a head not of steel or iron, but instead of this black, gem-like rock metal called Chardolin.
Wait, am I adding that, or are you like putting that in my stuff?
Oh no, you should add that to your inventory.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, it's in it. It's probably not spelled correctly, but that's okay. Then I would like to go to Erlon and check out this hole.
Alright.
I
could
also rolled
drop-
an investigation for that body right there, by the way.
Oh, on that body, okay, you find another pickaxe. A Chardolin one. And a Chardolin
Oh, there you
javelin.
go. Who'd have thought? Not me.
Yamazinkai, as you peer down the hole and get a very hefty waft of that sulfur ash and soot in your nostrils, it almost makes you sneeze. But as you look down, you can see very far down, and you know that this hole must continue for hundreds and hundreds of feet.
Can I drop a torch down it?
Sure.
I would like to do that.
Do you have a torch in your inventory?
I ought to, because I have an explorer's pack.
Alright. As you get a torch out of your humble of 10, I believe it comes with an explorer's pack, you drop one down into the hole, and as you guys watch the flames spread out, the torch inevitably falls out of your view, never hitting the bottom.
Oh, so tempted to jump.
I think we have more pressing matters in the city, but maybe we can mark this place and come back some other time.
Okay, Dad.
Oh! You said we could also roll a nature check to see what you might know what it is. Is that what
Sure.
you said?
Yes.
It seems like naturally occurring, or if it's like a... I don't have a very great nature roll, but... Oh,
Alright. With the sulfur stench, the presence of the Durgar around you guys, and the depth of this depraved hole, I would say that you guys conclude that this hole could go all the way to what is considered the beginning of the Underdark, the area where the Durgar originate.
I relay that information.
As Yamazinkai pitches this idea to all of you, you think it sounds legible, but you can never be certain. And with that, what would you guys like to do?
This is a kind of a funny question. Can I cast Moonbeam on that hole to go all the way down? Just blow up whatever the fuck is down there.
Yes.
I think it's 40 yard down.
It is, but he could pinpoint it over the open space in the hole, and the moonbeam would strike all the way down. Because as we discerned, it hits various floors, if I'm not mistaken.
Getting
Yeah.
rid of the pest problem right at the source. I like it.
All
So
right.
true.
Yeah,
Whether or not-
I'd like to do that.
Whether or not it works, you guys can't be sure. But as he lowers his hand over the opening, and the moonlight energy from the very full moon focuses down on this open hole. Boom, boom! You guys watch as a sudden ray of divine starlight energy strikes down the hole,
Whoa!
and nothing happens.
Well, we don't know if anything happened, but hey, whoever's down there might be dead, so I'm good.
I feel like I want to search this one, the Mind Master.
I already searched him.
Oh, you did? That's the one? Okay. Fine.
That's the one you got the wand from.
Well, I say we go back to the cart for now, and
This one's
maybe at
unsearched,
some
isn't it?
point, if we need to hunt those guys, we can know they're here.
You guys hear
This
me?
one-
now?
Ah, yes, I agree.
I
Searched,
did.
isn't it?
I do hear you.
The one I'm standing next
Thank
to.
God.
As you guys inevitably head back to the cart going off the beaten path, you get about 20 feet away from that hole until you hear it. A sound
I'm so-
from the darkness.
You cut out because it was so weird.
You heard it.
Wait, can y'all hear me?
Yes.
Okay,
was
sorry.
gonna say.
Sorry, I wasn't sure. I was
As you
asking if this
guys-
body had been searched.
As you guys get 20 feet away from the hole, you hear this blood-curdling scream. And once again, Yamazunkai, that body has a Charlatan pickaxe as well. So you could
Fuck
add
that.
3 Charlatan pickaxes if you want to.
I only have 2. Arlon has the other one.
Right. Thank you for reminding me.
But I
What was
found our-
the?
I'll-
Go ahead.
Al, the new guy. I don't want to say the wrong
yeah,
name.
sorry.
Alan.
Alan. Yeah. You were saying something?
No, it was just about the body being searched or not. That's all.
Gotcha.
So, as you guys
Let me-
double back to the wagon
Yeah.
and inevitably leave this very small locale, it feels good to be back on the East Way and drawing nearer and nearer to the town. As you guys do so, it is late at night, 8:30 p.m. As you guys finally cross the threshold of a low-bearing hill, swing around a gully which is bordered by the Red Waters Lake, excuse me, and see the very disappointing sight of Dougan's home. As you all look out in front of you, you see a city without walls, without people walking amongst you. It even looks as if there is no light in this ostensibly abandoned city to be found. As you guys walk around and throughout the city now, you draw nearer and nearer, and that's when you see it. The people of the city, as they walk to and fro, even late in the night, they have their hands stretched out, almost as if they're zombified in some way. Everybody, go ahead and roll me a perception check.
My mouse hovered over initiative. Not gonna lie.
Dude, my perceptions are shit. I have +6
Ooh.
on perception.
My
Like how?
computer's lagging.
Is it possible to retcon the drive-by to this place in the cart?
Sure. What would you guys
I
like
would,
to talk about on the way there?
I would just have spoken to Erland. Hey, Erland, my friend, you've been helping me quite a bit recently. I'm not sure if this suits you, but I think your elven nature would make it fit. This elven chainmail, I think, could be an improvement for you. For me, it's too heavy a bit.
I would, but metal is, I can't.
Maybe Rez, could this be an improvement for you? What's yours?
Oh, well, you know, my AC is pitiful dozen. But I don't think I can wear medium armor.
Actually, this one is very special. So if you become a bit more on the elven side of things and it fits you as a regular creature, this could work. And I believe it will still work with your spellcasting,
yeah.
actually.
Yeah, Garrett, can I wear this?
Yes.
Oh, yes, I would love to take that. Yes, Ooh,
You're,
it flows like water in my hands.
You
Elven
look like
magic
an
is
elf more
awesome.
than ever before, my friend.
Well, check this out. And I wrinkle up my nose and I do a very subtle changeling appearance as we're on the cart, and I just make my ears a little longer. I pull back some of the facial hair, and I grow in my seat a little taller, and I get a little more elven features. I become an elf.
Over that amount of time, you spend attuning to this elven chainmail. It grows to fit your form even more perfectly, as if crafted especially for your intentions, Rez. As you have the elven chainmail, go ahead and add yourself at least 14 AC.
You can drag it from the compendium. It works auto.
Yeah, it should be in your journal as well, Eric.
Yeah, Elven Chain is in the compendium. Auto makes everything work.
And I've set the pickaxes into the cart.
A
So put them
14
off
AC? I'm
Thank you for that,
unhittable.
Yamazenkai. Do you see it now, Rez?
Yes.
There you go.
Yes. I'm so excited. Thank you. Thank you so much.
It is my
Danke.
pleasure. You keep me
just-
alive in this city, and I'll find more things for you. It's my pleasure.
Should I adopt a similar accent to the one you have?
No, I think this will get very confusing for many people, more than you know.
Oh, I don't think so.
As you guys
Breaks
inevitably
fourth wall.
do conclude your journey and arrive in Dougan's Hole, Yamazenkai and Aralas, the two of you immediately notice that these are not zombies or undead creatures walking afoot. As a matter of fact, these are people in advanced stages of hypothermia. Walking around without torchlight, no fire at all, you guys actually find that it's colder here in Dougan's Hole than just walking down the Eastway path. As you guys walk in and pull your clothes tight
Is there a
around
hit?
you, what would you all like to do?
Light a torch.
Can I make a nature check, a religion check or something to see if it's like if this feels like this town hasn't paid its due to the Frost Maiden?
You wouldn't
Like,
be
is
able
that
to
why it's so fucking cold here?
You might not be able to discern that from just a mere check of insight or intuition. But as you guys look around, and as Yamazenkai lights his torch, you guys walk by some poverty-stricken houses, doors falling off. You hear a scream in the distant darkness, and as you guys walk through, you hear a sound. Hey! Hey, now, what you think you're doing with that? At about time, a very podgy-looking half-orc walks out of an alleyway and slaps his hands over Yamazenkai's torch. Now look here, brother. It's Dougan's Hole. You can't light no fires.
Why's that?
'Cause we don't have enough people here to sacrifice to Auril. We gotta give her our warmth instead. Keeps the old Frost Maiden from lighting us up.
Why aren't y'all inside?
That
That sounds
sounds
stupid.
barbaric.
Yeah? Well, next time you're in Brinshander, why don't you tell them folk how barbaric it is to kill people with a lottery?
Well, why does your deal with the Frost Maiden affect me having a torch?
'Cause you're in our town. We sacrifice our warmth.
I'm not a citizen of the town.
Well, then I guess you won't be here much longer. And he spits on your boot.
I think we should
Oh.
behave to the rules in here, just for the meanwhile, my friends. Just for now.
Yeah, I wish y'all go back to whence you came. And he turns
I'm gonna
around.
shoulder check him.
Alright.
Just shoulder check. Just shoulder check. Just 'cause I'm pissed.
Alright. And this is a pretty podgy, half-orcish male. Light green skin with a scruffy, unkempt goatee that looks like it's growing into his sideburns. Go ahead and make me an athletics check.
Okay.
Alright.
Oof.
He's going to contest.
I guess it's a little chilly.
He doesn't even notice it, as he just briskly walks on by. As you guys sit around for long
You're
enough-
muted.
It's embarrassing.
My bad. You guys don't notice anything, and as this guy, seemingly unfazed, walks by you, you guys see something else. In the distance, high up on that wooden dock-like pier that separates half the village from the other, another torchlight activates and begins walking in your direction. What would you guys like to do?
I would like to get closer and see what is happening.
And we'll
Right.
light another torch.
As you guys walk up onto the wooden dock, there's a staircase to the south. As you guys come up in preparation to turn right to head towards the torch, you can see on your left 2 shady figures at the end of the fishing house. There they sit, muddling amongst each other. One of them exchanges a vial to the other, and the hooded figures part. You guys notice that one of them is wearing a red cap. As you guys get to the top and go near the torchlight now, you can see illuminated nearby is the face of a very slender, elvish man. And you can see that the light is not suspended from a torch, but from his palm. As he looks out to all of you, I need a marching order. Who is first?
I
Should I
believe I
still be
would
playing
be.
spooky music?
Erlon's in the back with the mammoth, and Tiger on the mammoth with him.
Okay. You would have to get off the mammoth to go up the staircase if you want to follow them onto the wood.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would be ahead, I guess.
Alright. That's good enough. As this elf looks out. Why, hello there, good sir. I can see that my friends and I are not the only ones with a far journey back home. Tell me, what has brought you to this despicable place of ill repute?
Well, we've been seeking work. You know, the other towns are seriously crazy. We just want to earn a bit of coin, and I recognized an elven friend. So I believe maybe we could be of some use, and maybe you could introduce us to. If you need any help, that is, we are skillful and resourceful and friendly. You know, we mean well.
Very well. I have some questions I would like to ask you in that case. Have you ever laid eyes on this elf before? Before you all, this elf removes a very old parchment, rolled and folded. He unfolds it, crinks the seal, and breaks it. And as you guys can see on this very elegant piece of green-stained parchment, a face identical to Oralis's, though a few years younger. A goatee whispering in. You guys can see below Oralis's portrait it says, Axilas Jezik. Have any of you seen this fellow?
Nope.
Oh no, I don't believe I. What is that name? No, I don't think I've ever met anyone with names that stupid.
Yes, well, it is a traditional name amongst the island dwellers of my nation, so if thou does not wish to offend, I would think you can keep your insults to yourself.
I think.
I look like an elf, by the way. Like I am my elf form right now.
Right, and there is a lot of discontinuity between different races of elves. As he
I
looks
think I
up-
have seen this elf.
Have you?
But I can't tell you where. It would have been somewhere between here and the North Sea. I've been traveling for a long time.
That's unfortunate. You see, we've been sent here on official business by the Icorian High Council, so anything that you could do to aid us in our investigation will result in a royal commendation.
Do you mind?
Of
Do you
what
mind-
continent?
Galadrimba.
Mm. And
Would you
just out of
mind
curiosity,
disclosing-
how far away is Avalok from there?
The farthest place from a imaginable.
Yeah. Okay.
What was your
Um,
question, Erland?
Oh, it was in my head, and now it's gone. What were we talking about right before that?
We're talking
Orlas.
about whether or not you had seen Orlas and the royal
Oh,
commendation.
do you mind? Would you mind disclosing the reason for such a hostility or such a what's the word I'm looking for? Grand search party? Like why so? What did he do exactly?
Yes, we think this fellow Axilas Shezhik might have information concerning a certain person of interest. If we can discover the location of this person of interest and return them for their crimes to the council, not only will our associates be rewarded, but we will be promoted as well.
I understand. So, you okay?
Yes. Now then, I
It kind of
suppose...
just seems like you're on a crazy witch hunt, if I'm being honest.
Well, we are not all luxurious sons of diplomats or kin to emirs. Some of us have to work for a living.
Yeah, well, some of us have to live in the forest, so have it your way.
I'm from the forest as well. I long to return there very soon. Now then, I suppose if you all are not willing to help us, that you'll be leaving.
I have my big fellow and scary fellow back waiting for me anyways. And I'm gonna point to Tiger and the mammoth.
Yes.
Pulling the wizard hat, I'll be. Of course, of course. Thank you. We'll be leaving. And I'll.
Hang on. Erlon is gonna roll an insight on that and I'm gonna use perfect timing. I'm gonna use my DM's inspiration for that.
Okay.
And
Go ahead.
I'm inciting Erlos's sly walk off.
Okay. You think that Auralas is concealing something
Sure.
and knows more than he is letting on.
Sure.
Okay. Alright, I'm gonna hold that, and I'm just gonna keep on walking back.
At about that time,
Good to know. Good to find that out, you
at
know.
about that time, you guys watch an elf come up as he whispers something into the other elf's ear, and the elf ignites the light in his hand a little bit more intensely. Wait just a moment. I think perhaps we got off on the wrong foot. There is indeed something you all could do for us.
Erlon's still walking away. Erlon lost all pleasure.
Alistair?
I'll keep
Ross.
walking. I'll keep walking, thinking my friends will hear more about this.
Wait, damn it! And he
Yeah.
continues
Hey,
foot,
hey,
and
no,
these
no,
two
no.
elves-
Wait, no. Wait, no.
Rez
no,
was muted.
No, wait. I was muted. I was muted. I was saying I was staying.
Okay, Rez stays. Rez, as you stay, they look onto you. You there, Sir Fellow. I have lost my manners. I am Sir Farangorn. This is my associate, Squire Lanville.
Oh, very nice to meet you. My name is Thal. Thal Croft.
Nice to meet you, Thorcroft. Tell me, have you ever heard of creatures who have the powers to transcend the astral plane?
Let's see, what do I know of the astral plane?
That's a good question. It's up
Should I
to you.
roll a history check or a...
Yeah, roll a history check.
Because Eric knows a lot about the astral plane.
But maybe Rez doesn't.
Exactly.
We'll determine that right now. You know the astral
Nope.
plane...
Rez knows...
Yeah, you know the astral
Oh.
plane is a thing that exists.
Okay, yeah. No, I don't think I've ever heard of those types of creatures. Do go on.
Well, you see, after we came to this intolerable locale, and we could not find our quarry, we turned our ear to the villagers. They can be most comical. And we discovered, through their rantings and ravings, that they are in the process of worshipping some profane deity that they claim comes from the earth. Deep
Oh, are you talking
into
about the Frost Maiden?
No, not quite. As a matter of fact, that is what we thought too, but you see, they're mentioning it in some odd context, as if it is a transient figure. They call them the Visitors.
Oh, that is ominous as hell.
Yes. And to make matters more apparent, as he looks over his shoulder, making sure the coast is clear, every 10 days, they assemble at the ruins in the southwestern portion of town, and one of their number disappears. For a time, seemingly, and then they return.
Oh, that, spooky.
Indeed. This whole place is, how would you say, quite sketchy indeed.
Oh yes. You know, I did have some questions about yourselves and not about astral demons.
Of course. However, would you like to carry this conversation into the speaker's home? My abilities are beginning to wane, and it is rather cold out here.
Oh yes, absolutely. And I look back at the party as I'm walking with them, just like, what the fuck am I doing?
As you guys watch Rez go with these elves into the speaker's home, what would the rest of you like to do?
I'll
Erlon
follow from afar like a teenager would do, like a bored motherfucker.
Alright.
Erlon is gonna hop up on. You know what? It's official. I'm naming the mammoth this session, and I'm keeping it simple. We're going with Manny. All right.
Hell yes.
As you hop on
So-
Larry,
I'm gonna hop on Manny, and me, Manny, and Tiger are just gonna go for a little stroll. I'm probably gonna, I'll roll an animal handling, and I'm just gonna play fetch with Tiger for a little bit,
Alright.
right there on the shoreline.
Tiger is loving it, having a great time. As you're having this communion with Tiger, you notice that Tiger is getting stronger and bigger by the day. And at about that time, you hear him go, "Yippee!"
What the fuck? What?
Erlon will cast Speak with Animals and say, "Hey, little fella, what was that?"
No, it just came out.
Oh man, I like it. I like it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't
Well-
know though.
How are you? How you doing? I haven't talked to you in a while, man. How you doing?
Pretty good. The mammoth's really soft, and I'm growing really tall. I kind of want to get in a fight though.
Okay. All right. Well, just stay behind me, and wherever you're needed, you'll know you're needed.
Okay, let's go fishing again too sometime. I like that.
Hey, I'm not doing anything right now. Let's fish right here.
Okay. Go ahead and make me a nature check.
Larry is going to find warmth within the
God
mammoth's
damn it.
fuzzy fur,
I'm too good.
and
Larry
I shall
is-
relax in the mammoth.
Larry,
That's
as you
awesome.
relax in the mammoth, as you nestle up, and as Orlas and Rez go with the elves, you watch as Erlon goes to the sea.
I will say as well, those two rolls are both like nat as fuck.
Yeah, they are not as fuck.
That's crazy. I did not expect that.
Erlon, as you
Wow.
get to the shore, you realize, unlike East Haven, which has some spots of open water, or Targos, which has many open ice holes already cut, Dougan's hole in Red Waters is completely
Yeah.
frozen. As you
I
find a
know.
nice
I
spot,
knew you were gonna say some shit.
As you find a nice spot to make a hole, I'll say you'll have advantage on your first fishing check. Would you like to begin?
Okay. I would.
Alright. Go ahead and roll me an additional nature check.
This is why
Come
I
on.
play D&D.
Come on.
For the fishing
Ah.
simulator.
As Erlon and Tiger, with their combined strength and mental acuity, reel back on the rod, they pluck a big, hefty trout from the sea, and the trout narrowly snaps the line. As the
That's
trout
fucked up.
As the trout falls onto the top of the ice, it looks like it's about to flop back into the hole before Tiger leers out and grabs it with
boy.
its fangs. The fish is still
Hey!
flopping. Tiger has
Let's
it in its
go!
mouth, and while he grabs it, you watch as he creases down, and the fish ceases to move.
Hey, good catch, Tiger. Good catch. That was nice. Oh, no. I can still talk to him.
Yippee!
What? Oh, come on now.
That's what he said. That's the translation.
All right, fine. And then Erlon is just gonna pull that back to, or he's gonna follow Tiger back to the shore and go up next to Larry and Manny, and Erlon's gonna begin skinning the fish.
All right. Yamazinkai,
Well-
what are you doing?
I am absolutely lighting a torch after seeing those elves with fire. I feel insulted that they get to walk around with fire and I don't. So I'm
As
lighting
you
another torch.
light the torch, another figure comes up who you can all see, unless you're Aralis and Rez at the speaker's hall. As this fellow comes up, he doesn't mention
I hold
the
this torch away.
He comes up and looks at your torchlight and looks at you. He's a lot shorter than you. You can tell this is a dwarf through his long, thin black beard that's tied in a knot at the end. As he looks up, "Hey, well, hello, sir. I can tell you're not from these parts.
No, I'm not.
Well, then can I trouble you with a sampling of the finest dust in all of the Dale Lands?"
Buy some
What?
for me.
Dust. It is a recreational and medicinal substance. You can use it
probably know
to
what that
cleanse
is.
yourself.
I heard about that
What?
back in the USA. I heard it's called Coke.
Never heard
Like,
of such
well,
a
you have my interest.
Coke, you say? That's interesting. You mean like a monster?
You motherfucker.
If it's a sampling, sure.
You know, my ex-wife thought I could be a bit of a cook myself from time to time, but that's aside from that point. Now then, sir, I'll be accepting 10 gold for the little vials, and for a pouch, you'll have to pay an arm and a leg.
I'll pay you back.
What's
Let's
an
get-
arm and
well,
a
how
leg?
much? How much for just a little sample? I haven't. You know, I
I
have
can
to
get
test.
I can get
I
you
gotta-
a wee taste for
I gotta see if it's worth it.
I can get you a wee taste for 5 silver points.
Absolutely.
What's a pouch go for? An arm and a leg? Was that literal or figurative?
That's a figure of speech, my son. Sorry for the
Oh, okay.
confusion. Right. Yeah, 5 silver coins, and that'll be it.
So how much for
I'll
a
go
pouch?
for the try.
Oh, a pouch.
Everyone might get into selling.
a
business.
Pouch, a whole pouch is usually about half stone. That'll run you 100 gold pieces.
Oh, gotcha. So not normal
Dude, you
leg.
have a client from Rez. You can make your money back.
But if you want a vial, I'll give you 10 gold.
Okay. I'll take a vial for 10.
Alright, here you are, sir.
I'll just pay the
I wish
5
Rez
silver
was
for the trial, and I won't actually buy anything.
As
I'll
he
just
hands
put
you,
it-
the vial of oracle dust, you give him 10 gold.
Yep.
Top of the evening to you, sir. He tips his red cap with a very shallow brim, and as he walks away, you see that he is walking with a severe hobble. As he walks off and joins the rest of the people in the night, you can see that there are people in wheelchairs. Some sit on their stoops and have malformed items. Each of these individuals are in some way or another biologically anormative, with disabilities and ailments abundant. Oralas and Rez, as you guys are inside of the town hall, speaking together, the elves look down.
Well, maybe I would stay outside and just send Ollie on my friend's shoulder and listen in from there.
Okay. In that case, Rez, as you walk in, you see a center dais, beyond which is a stone throne room cut into the stone floor, as a pavilion of stone rises up to meet the foundation of the speaker's hall. A woman sits, wrapped in furs, black shoulder-length hair with very thin laces of gray throughout. As she looks up. "Oh, so you're newcomers, huh? Well, welcome to Dougan's home. Hope it meets your satisfaction."
Oh, it seems lovely here.
Now listen to me, and do be honest. You're not one of them lackeys of the sheriff, are you?
The sheriff? Who is the sheriff?
Old Markham Southwell. Him and his goons in Brinshander have been trying to give me an official royal summons for weeks now. I'll tell you,
Oh.
just like I told him, I'm not going up that fucking city.
Bryn Chandler. Yes, I believe I passed through there. Did you know the Tin Towns is incredibly dull?
Yes. Well, if that's what you're looking for, you found the magnum opus.
You're saying this is a place where enjoyment and revelry is to be had?
I'm saying, this is the dullest of the dull, the lowest of the
Oh.
low. We got more problems here than we can shake a boomstick at, and what's worse, we're running out of them too.
At this, Rez is visually just rubbing his temples.
But,
Just like,
since old Pinochle and Argyle came here, I suppose you're wanting to know about the stones. Yes.
oh, absolutely.
That is what I was telling you about earlier. Right. The 20 stones are through. The people here like them, because that's all they got. Any messages about wizardry or visitors, it's all a bunch of mumbo-jumbo. Hell, if you don't believe me, why don't you go down there in the morning when those yahoos are out and about and see it for yourself?
Oh, I think I will. That sounds like something to do.
I suppose so. At about that time, the elf whispers something in another man's ear, and Farangorn, the elf you talked to before, stands up. As a matter of fact, great speaker Dunmut, I was hoping to allow our new friends a place to stay, at least for the night. Well, sure. Y'all can have the abandoned tavern. How's that sound?
Oh, that sounds absolutely lovely. An abandoned tavern.
Oh yeah, it's
We will be
fantastic.
still.
Have a good one. Just remember, don't start any fires.
We won't. Thank you. But may I ask a question? Why was he able to have a... Was it because he's making the fire? Is that why he was allowed to have fire? Was it because he was making it?
Allowed to have fire? Who are you talking about?
This guy right here. He
I
came
don't-
up to us and he had a flame in his hand. And he, was coming up to us holding the flame out and looking all official. And we went, oh, that guy's allowed to have fire? Oh, I bet it's because, he's making it.
God damn it, Argyle, what did I tell you about casting fires?
Well,
great,
Was I not allowed to say that?
great speaker, I really have no idea what he's talking about. Yeah, that's it. I want y'all gone by sundown. Of
Oh.
course, my lady.
I'm terribly sorry if I had something to do with that.
Oh, not at all. As a matter of fact, you've done this town a great service. I knew I didn't like the look of these city slicking elves as soon as they came in the door.
Yes, I am sure we will get along just swimmingly. Is there a key to this tavern?
Nope, there ain't a door neither.
Lovely. Thank you. You have a great night.
You too.
Before he leaves the place, is there any way for Orly to slide around and listen in for a couple minutes? See if there's
Absolutely.
anything fishy.
Absolutely. Go ahead and make me a stealth check at advantage, because Orly is not very big.
Orly. You got this, Orly.
As the elves stay put and Rez is escorted out, Orly stays put on a fireplace in the center corner. As it remains completely extinguished, never being lit throughout the night, over the hours, Orly does hear some discussion. A fellow walks into the tavern to meet with Edgar Dermot, an individual of gnomish origin. As they have a short discussion, which takes place over the course of 30 minutes, you gleam through Orly's stealth, Orlas, that in fact she is aware who the visitors are, that she makes sacrifices to them, and that the reason there is no warmth might have something to do with that. As this gnome inevitably walks upstairs into a deeper sanctum of the visitor's hall, Rez comes out. As you guys are all joined together, or I should say Rez and Aralas, what do you guys want to do?
Can I spot the guy who sold them the coke?
Make me a perception check.
Like, I want to see if I catch like the tail end of that or something? Because I assume
Rez!
I assume it took Erlond a while to fish and then for that guy to come up.
Yeah, but you had that discussion throughout that time. Like, it all happened at the same time.
Yeah.
So, as you get out, you can see him walking away from them at the end of the dock. Go ahead and roll me a perception check to see if you see or know what he's doing. Yeah, unfortunately, you just see another guy
hey,
walking off with
you
a
know
red
what?
cap.
I'm gonna burn my DM's inspiration on this.
All right, so yeah, natural 20. As you see this guy walking, he actually stops in place and drops a vial into the snow. As this vial hits the snow, you can see it's filled with a thin white powder, and he takes the vial and quickly puts it back into his pouch and begins walking with a limp down the shoreline.
I see that. My eyes light up. I look at Aralis and I go, "Do you want any?"
No, I want to stay in full capability, I think.
Okay, well,
maybe
we're
some
going
other
to
time.
that tavern. We're going to that tavern over there as the abandoned one. Brings a party, and I run after the guy.
Aralas, as you stay
I'll
put.
fetch the guys.
Oh, really? Are you gonna
Well,
go?
I'll fetch the guys and go to the tavern he just mentioned.
Okay. As you do that, and Rez, you go off to find this guy. You inevitably catch up to him. A limping dwarf is not hard to wrangle. As he looks back, oh well, hello there, sir. I think your friends are at the speakers hall.
Oh, yes, I do believe so. Actually, I believe you just talked with some friends of mine by the shore.
Oh,
What
yes.
would 50 gold get me?
Well, for 50 gold, I can give you half a pouch, so that's gonna be about a quarter stone.
You know, I like the sound of that. And I give him 50 gold.
Well, alright. Pleasure doing business with you, sir. I'll tell you this. Dol Narziel brewed this oracle dust himself. You're gonna love it. And he gives
Oh.
you a pouch.
Thank you very much. Danke, danke. And I walk to the tavern.
Thank you for your patronage. As you guys all go out to the tavern now, gathering your forces and marching your way through the deep snowdrifts that linger in this cold village, you all inevitably turn a dark corner down a distilled alleyway and over the center of the town square. You guys can see a destroyed and dilapidated building. Windows falling apart, huge hole through the ceiling where it looks like snow is amassed and then compromised the shingles. And in front of it, a drunken goblin man sitting on his ass on the stoop. He looks to be completely unconscious and is snoring with an empty vial in his hand.
I hand my quill to Layree. And I say, go write something on his face.
Wait, what should I write?
Yeah, that's what I was about to ask. You can't just do that in the air. Come on now, you gotta write something.
Should it be mean?
It's whatever
Wow.
you want it to be. It's a drunk goblin on the front of a dilapidated tavern.
Stinky poo poo butt face.
As you get the F in face, Stinky Boo Boo F, go ahead and roll me a sleight of hand check as he suddenly and kind of winces in recognition. The DC is going to be 11 because that's what he rolled at disadvantage. Wow, you surpass. You barely surpass. And as you write Stinky Poo Poo Butt Face in completion.
Perfect. I take my quill back and I walk into this horrible. This is like seeing a burnt down church for Rez.
It saddens you all, and as you walk in, you guys can see broken vials on the floor, furniture upended and destroyed. All in all, there looks to be one shelf and 2 wooden chairs that are not completely destroyed in this entire tavern.
I pull out my sleeping pad and I lay it in the center of the floor. And then I pull out my bag and I do a hit.
Alright, make me a Constitution saving throw.
What if I want to fail?
That's a good question. Do you want to fail, though? You can choose to fail.
I'm gonna choose to fail.
Alright, as you are 1 failed saving throw closer to addiction. Go ahead and
Damn it.
add 2 dexterity to your ability score for 2 hours and subtract 2 wisdom.
You want to be addicted?
No. Maybe.
Maybe.
No.
Maybe that's interesting. But as you are now jittering on your teeth, you cannot determine if it is from the cold or the high.
Is it at least enjoyable?
Totally subjective. Do you enjoy being really excited and anxious?
I'm playing really fast-paced music while everyone sits around.
As you guys sit around and hear a very soothing word played by the instrumental expertise of Bartholomew. In this dark, dilapidated shithole, you guys hear a goblin snore suddenly stick. And that is where we will take our bathroom break. 5 minutes. So, as we draw back in, you guys all come to a state of consciousness after your long slumber. As you guys,
I'm just meditating, so I wake up 4 hours early.
of course you do.
And
Aralas and Erland, you guys wake up first. However, as you guys do so, I need Rez to roll me another Constitution saving throw.
oh my gosh, Rez, about to be addicted.
All right,
Ooh, no, he's not.
Rez, you strong your way through it, and you compel yourself to go to sleep. You regain the benefits of a long rest, though you are tossing and turning with your very intense Oracle Dust high. In the
For the
morning,
first half of the night, you are not cold at all.
oh no, you feel great. That's another thing I should mention. You didn't feel cold at all after you took that.
That's awesome. Yeah, okay, I might actually get addicted to this stuff.
Yep. I'll give you some stats for it after the game too. I didn't expect you guys to use the drugs. So, with that, Aralas and Erland, you guys wake up 2 hours before the rest of the party, as they are snoozing alongside a wet spot in the wood where a goblin once was. What would you like to do?
I'm definitely sneaking out, and I'll try to find the people that were thrown away from town, and try to tail them or find them. Maybe using Orly to try to see if there's any elven girl with them.
When you leave, are you going through the hole in the roof or the door that is off its hinges?
I think knowing that there's some spies in town, I would try to sneak through the roof, I'd say.
Okay, go ahead and roll a stealth check. At advantage.
Hold on, I got my sheet somewhere. Okay, sorry.
Alright, as you succeed and you peer over the top, the small sloping roof that catches rain and snow over the once happily frequented doorway and entrance to the tavern, you can see one of the elves is waiting for you at the entrance. Long white hair that stops at his shoulders, almost impossibly perfect facial features. He stands with elvish half plate that ends at his chest. This is the elf who did not speak, and he is currently right below you.
And he didn't see me yet.
He is not.
Well, I guess he's gonna be here waiting for a while, so I'll be on my way. I'll bail, and I want to try to find the people who may be thrown out of town. So if there's any movement, any little gang of people.
As you look around, you do see a lot of people amassing. The villagers are making their way to the west. Even this early, in the dim light hours of the morning, these people are walking off to the 20 Stones of Thrun, the massive monument to the southwest. However, you do see another person, Aralas, walking out of the speaker's house with his head hung low. It is the elven wizard, Farangorn.
And which one was he?
He was the one with the light in his hand.
Okay, he's the one. Okay, and I will maybe from very very far, maybe using Ollie, I will tail him a bit, see where he goes.
He goes to the stable. At first you think he's going to interfere with the mounts, but then you remember that Erland brought the mammoth over to the tavern. Inevitably, he gets his horses, 2 magnificent steeds with flawless manes, and then a third. As he brings this third horse around, he grabs the other 2 by their biddles and takes them off towards the dilapidated tavern.
Hmm. Okay. Well, I will still tail him from afar, I guess.
If that's all you choose to do. As he
Yeah.
gets to the tavern square, the other elf gets on the horse, and the 3 of them begin making their way out of the city. You watch them until they get back to the stable, where they stop and talk for a while. As they are continuing to talk and have their conversation at the stable, what would you like to do?
I definitely want to try to get Orly as close as he can, maybe pop him on the ground. He's got great hearing and perception, so if there's any obstacle that could hide him, so he doesn't have to fly and make noises, that's what I would try to attempt.
Do you really think that it's him? Of course, don't be silly, Farangorn, your age has blinded you. That man on the poster is none other than the same dark elf we met in the city. Oh really? Thought he was a dark elf? I really couldn't tell. Nevertheless, we should at least wait for him and his allies to part. He might have information about the girl. Very well, but I just can't stand living here another second. You know Callan gave his life when we were ambushed by the Dougan. Of course, don't patronize me, Farangorn. And as they get into this heated discussion about their dead ally Callan, you realize that is the same elf that you found in the tundra.
Maybe she's with the fucking Durgars. Oh, that would make no sense though. Okay, I'll go back to the party.
Like I said, we wait here, and we see if he knows anything about the girl. As the 2 of them wait at the stable and you bring Orly back, Erland, what are you doing?
I'm gonna get up and so the fish is skinned, correct?
Yes, sir. At this point, it is still preserved if you put it in your bag of colder.
What is the weight and what kind of fish was it again?
It is a 5-pound knucklebone trout. And as you look at it, you didn't notice this before, the trout has 3 eyes instead of 2.
Ah, that's interesting. And then how much were the weight on the pickaxe and the other Chardolin, like whatever I got?
The Chardolin ingot weighs 1
Ingot.
pound. The Chardolin ingot weighs 1 pound exactly. The Chardolin pickaxes each weigh 3 pounds. Oh, sorry. Let me look that up. No, that's wrong. Give me a moment. I need to look that up real quick. In the meantime, though, you guys inevitably wake up. The rest of you. What do you want to do?
This place yet? I've never been to a town I dislike.
I can't hear you, Rez.
There's no ale in the town.
As you guys listen to Rez
Doesn't matter,
cry
I was just
through
griping.
his Oracle Dust hangover at the lack of ale, Erland, the pickaxes weigh 5 pounds each. 5 pounds.
Ooh.
Okay. As the rest of you come to an awake, as the rest of you wake up, what's wrong with me? What do you guys want to do?
My friends, I think it is time that I tell you more about maybe some things I've kept to myself. So my real name is Axas. I know this fake name was not too far from it, but I wanted to, maybe mix people up just a bit. And I need to find a Helven
What about a
lady.
fake name, Morales?
Well, thank you. You know, I didn't prepare anything and things rolled so fast. So I need to find her because there's some political issues back at the Galadrim Bar City. And she's the only way I can redeem my family name. And I think there's some politics turmoil. I've been very unlucky. I've been young and stupid. I don't know if she's playing me or if anything happened. So the only way I can go back to the city is with explanations from maybe her or... And yes, she's my only ticket. So I'm here to get answers for myself and maybe redeem my name.
Well, I'm mad at you for lying to me. Bad. But I'm really invested in this love story now, so I'll help you.
Love of yours?
Thank you. Well, I don't know about the love, but I know I was very naive and stupid, and she was supposed to meet me somewhere, and she was not there. Did she run away for her life, or... I don't even know if she's alive, but she must be. Everybody's searching for her. I'll relate the gnomish speaker discussion. I think the speaker is making deals with the strangers, with sacrifices and stuff. So this is a problem. And also the elves, they know my identity and they know they want to find her as well. I think there's a ransom or a payment on her head, a bounty. It's not quite clear, but I think they're gonna kill us. And Dizan was my mentor, and he's a bit of an asshole. He's a bit of a fucking killer. But I don't know what his plan is, what his angle is, so... I want to get to her before he does, because he's a nasty, evil being, you know?
Okay, so what you're telling me is that there are now three parties, including us, in search of your one lost love.
Yes.
Gentlemen, and Layree, and Rory.
You're cutting out.
You said Rory. That was the last thing we heard.
Can't hear you.
Rory already has food.
Well, I appreciate any help, and I will give you back your efforts and your time. It will be my pleasure.
Eric, what happened to your mic?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's because it's on like audio.
Josh will help.
It's on the audio detection. That's why.
That's okay.
Yeah, I'm also on my phone.
You know, I don't really know you
pretty
that well,
fucking hot, so.
y'all took me in, so I think I'll follow along with you.
Morales, you helped
I
save my
still need to
brother.
see what y'all are capable of, anyway.
You helped save my blood. I am forever in your debt. Of course I will come with you.
Baralas, you always have a friend in me.
You are warming my heart in this fucking cold town. That is for sure. Her name is Lishana.
You want to be warm? And I offer him the bag.
No, that's okay. I can manage, but I don't know where she is. Maybe she's with the Dorgars, but that would make no sense. But those guys have died trying to locate her, so I'm thinking maybe. But the speaker is very fishy, and maybe she's working some weird angle. So maybe there's things there to unveil. But she's working with the elves, so she doesn't know about her. But yes, I'm very confused about what to do.
What about
You're
that time?
Are those the dwarves that we found dead next to the
So if we
door?
follow your lead,
About that time, Glenn steps forward. Hi,
Garrett
those...
muted.
At about that time, Glenn steps forward. Aye, those are the very same Durgar we found. But either way, Ralas, you've got my sword. Aye, and you've got me gun.
Well, this is as emotional as the day I was accepted at the magic school. You know. Oof, all the emotions and.
What about you, Larry?
What about me?
Are you coming?
Yes, I already said I was the first to say that I was coming along.
Aye, I remember that.
Yeah, but we each all had a bit of a moment.
Well, thank you, Larry. At some time, maybe you can help me. Like, if I want to write a poem or something, maybe you can do the first draft with me, like, one day, not right now.
Well, okay. Thank you.
Aye,
Let's work on that.
I'm sorry to disturb the moment, but
Yeah,
I
go to
think
the
that-
artificer for poetry advice.
I think that poem's gonna have to wait. As you guys look over, Alistair is scanning his eyes frantically on the skies. Alright, you're gonna find this hard to believe, but there's a ship flying through the clouds. I can see it. It's going to the west, where all the people are heading to.
I think he finally went crazy.
Who's saying this?
Alistair.
Alistair,
Should we do a perception
Um,
check?
I look up.
For shits and giggles,
God,
and because he's never done it,
I want to see this flying ship.
and because he's never done it in this campaign, Erlon's gonna turn into an owl that looks just like Orly, but darker complexion, because that's one of the only flying things that he sees all the time.
Yeah.
And then he's gonna shoot up into the air and see if he sees anything.
Now listen.
So what do I need to roll?
Here's where we get to our natural 20 rule. Can you jump to the moon? No. Can you see something that is not there? Unfortunately not. So, nobody can see this thing that Alistair
Okay.
claims exists.
Pointed it out. We couldn't see it.
Erlon's just gonna kind of slowly flap his wings back down after looking around for a minute. Yeah, I don't see anything. So
As
then he's
you
gonna go
guys-
back down, turn back into Erlon.
As you guys don't see it, Alistair is still claiming, "Aye, it's just like the Durgar. They're invisible. I swear it's there though."
Well, maybe we check the
Oh.
direction.
Hey, can I
That's
borrow
possible.
that monocle and check it out?
Aye, sure. Just sit on your ass for 2 hours to tune into it. No, we ain't got the bloody time, Rez. At about
Okay,
that
fair
time,
point. Well,
Alistair walks
I
off.
say we follow the flying ship. I'm gonna follow
Alistair-
him. I
Alistair-
follow Alistair.
Alistair begins walking in the heavy snow drifts. Those of you who follow him, you can as you wish. And as you guys are walking, you get closer and closer to those 20 stones of Thrun. Closer and closer to where he claims to be seeing the ship. And as he does so, a man collapses onto you, Yamazinkai, from the city streets. As you look into his eyes, you realize that he is a dwarf. Very choppy beard that's close to his face with no mustache. Blonde, sweaty hair that's matted to his head like braids. He looks up at you. "Hey, you got to get out of here. They're coming back.
Who's coming back? Just I push him off of me.
The flangled, crawling, tentacled ones. They fly through the atmos and they come from the deep, groveling darkness. Leave while you can. Leave! At which point you see he's grabbed by some city guardsmen wrapped in furs. Leave! Get out of here! And as he's dragged off into the darkness, Alistair continues to walk closer and
Crack my
closer.
knuckles as I walk forward. Ready, excited.
Alright. As you guys get to the stones now, you see a line of 26 people are lined around that center massive stone. It is an obelisk of smooth quartz weighing no less than 10 tons. Inscribed is an ancient Dethic script that looks like Dwarven, but definitely isn't. Who here speaks Giant?
Speak,
I think I do.
On the
Just a
rock.
sec.
Oh, I do.
On the rock, Erland, and I believe Aralas.
Yes.
Maybe Layree too. You guys
I'll speak
know,
Giant.
not Layree. Definitely not Layree. You guys know that it says,
But Yamazenkai.
Karstag's Rest. In other words, the grave marker of Karstag, the giant. As they're lined around it, you see them walking to and fro, and a fellow behind them. He has a huge lumping mass over his shoulders. No furs, his exposed stomach is bare. He has a hunchback and a very small black hat. He plays the lute synonymously with their saying, or with their sway. As he does so, you guys watch as a small girl with one leg is walked out into the center with her friends. As they hold her up on their shoulders, they stand the one-legged girl up. At first, she's kneeling on top of the obelisk, and as the swaying intensifies, you guys watch as a divine light slowly waves in through the heavens. It looks like the ship's transmitting some kind of arcane wave onto her. This is remarkable. As he's looking up, he prods
Wait,
you.
you're telling me? Oh my god.
He prods you in the ribs, Erland. Hey, get a guiding bolt ready.
DM.
Uh,
I'll take the
Go ahead.
Professor Orb out, just so she can witness and maybe tell us more about this phenomena.
As you get the orb, you sense her consciousness is with you, and after you hear a crashing porcelain like someone
Oh,
dropped
sorry.
a dish or a tea glass, you hear her say, "What in the hell is this? Well, the things that you get onto it, and we only just met. Oh, God, what is it this time?"
Just look and watch and, just analyze things, please.
Suddenly, the girl with one leg stands up. Positioning all of her body weight on one leg, you see that it's not in her own recognizance. She's being lifted up. As she flies into the sky, people begin raving, "Woo! See you later!" The guy in his lute begins strumming as he brings it to a crescendo. His hat almost falls off before he catches it, and the girl goes up and with a gust disappears into the cloud. I'm not sure what that is, but I think that you might be dealing with Illithid.
And those are bad people.
Get out of there while you can, whatever your name is, if you know what's good for you.
Guys, illicids or something.
At about that
The
time,
fuck is an illithid?
you guys watch as Imdra or Logoth walks to the center. Not Imdra or Logoth, I apologize. Edgra Dernmut, the speaker of Dougan's Hole. As this Caucasian woman wraps the fur around her face and rubs the black hair out of her eyes, she gets into the center. And everybody, thank you for coming, but this is a very special occasion. As a matter of fact, not only will Mrs. Sweet Lily be leaving us today, but so will a newcomer. One who's came to Dougan's Hole just to give themselves to our lovely visitors. Please, everybody, welcome Axelis Jezik. As everybody claps, she motions over towards you guys. Not distinguishing who, everybody is clapping and waiting for one of you.
I step
to walk.
forward.
guy.
Rez, as you step forward, everyone is clapping, the lute is strummed again, and you walk to the center. Once again, Alistair,
I just cast Guiding Bolt. It probably missed though.
you cast Guiding Bolt.
Yeah, I did. I'm not gonna.
Suddenly,
I'm not gonna.
Rez, as you
Light that
give
up.
yourself up to sacrifice in place of Aralas, You guys all watch as Rez leaves, and suddenly, a blast. Erlond extends his hand, and as the bolt strikes the position where Alistair was pointing to, suddenly an explosion ripples out. You guys can see at that point in the sky, there is something beyond the clouds, because just beyond it, you guys see a cephalopodic form with flickering tentacles out the front. The light isn't going up to a pleasant cloud or to a heaven. It's ending at this massive organic sphincter that hangs in the bottom of the cephalopod and opens up to accept a new person. Just as it does, Erlon, your guiding bolt flies up, and this massive nautiloid ship explodes. As it does, the crowd goes frantic, and you guys see the ship begin to spin. In over end, the ship looks like it's about to crash. As it floats down towards the city,
Run!
you guys don't have time to react. It crashes into the speaker's house and explodes in a massive flurry of purple flame as fire coats the city.
I feel good. I feel good about that.
No.
Holy crap!
Everybody, put out
What
those
the
damn
hell was
fires!
that?
The Frostmaiden will be here any second!
Rez, let's just say you might owe me one.
Well, I was going to say, you know, he's more important than I am. All I do is play music for you guys. You don't need me.
Whoa.
As the fire
Erlon's
spreads.
taken back because he doesn't really do well with like sadness.
Raz, you make me a better fighter and a better person. You are important.
Yes, but look at Rallis.
Let us talk about this later, but we will talk about this later. That is certain.
As
So
that-
there's fires in the city.
As that
I'll find a
nautiloid
foot.
ship crashes into the town hall, all of you watch as people in their advanced stages of hypothermia are consumed in flame. One girl,
Oh!
or should I say one small boy with no legs, is dragging himself by his arms from the speaker's hall when you see a creature leap forth, as it in one instant gnaws out the back of his head, destroying it. You guys see what looks like a brain with limbs. As it crawls off, it jumps onto another person before entering their head. You watch as their body flicks out for a moment and then begins walking in steady pace.
I'm casting Moonbeam on it.
We need to fight this.
I pull my cap over tighter.
With that moonbeam, you guys watch as Erlon extinguishes a peasant from this plane of existence. As their skin and flesh incinerates and they fall over dead, the brain monster crawls out of their skull and begins finding a new victim. As this
I want to
happens,
shoot it with my arrow.
alright, as that happens, everyone go ahead and put your token, or actually, I realize you can't see the screen. I'll put your tokens out.
Hey man, we can't see shit.
Oh! Look at this. What just happened?
Shit. This looks fucking dope.
Focus.
As you guys step forward, and Layree, as you go to attack that brain-like creature, you watch as a
Oh,
firebolt extinguishes it from existence. And from behind you guys, the elves rejoin you. Farangorn approaches. Oh, well, hello there, Axelas. Now then, everybody roll for initiative.
Hello. Let's talk about everything later. I think for now the matters are pressing.
I'm glad to see we are in agreement. For Galadrim Bar,
Always.
alright. Alistair Davies with the kobolds behind him is going to go on initiative count 20. Let's see here.
Ooh.
And I'll put everyone else on that initiative count as well who's not currently playing with us. Does anyone not see their score? I think we're all good.
Yep.
Alright. Yamazinkai, you get the fastest to the punch. What would you like to do?
One, I'd like to look over to who I perceive as the smartest person in the party, is Aurelius, and seems to know the most about what the heck's going on. So, what's the plan of action?
Very bad creatures over there. I don't know how to kill them, but just do anything you can.
Okay. Let's find out how to kill him. I'm gonna go punch this one.
Basically, if anybody's trying to kill us, kill them.
Okay, so I run forward. I charge him.
Erlond is going to find. We're sorry. We rolled initiative. My bad. Erlond wants to find Manny and the tiger, though. First off, that's his first order of business as soon as that ship goes down.
You know that they're at the tavern, which is to the west of the ship crash. If you had put them in the stables overnight, they would have died.
Oh wow.
All right. Erlond. All right. So what, Yamazinkai? You want to run forward. As you do so, you see this brain is just waiting. It has appendages which look like dogs' legs and arms. It just sits with its paws in the snow and doesn't even react to you.
Interesting. So as I run up, I'd like to use my tattoo of firebrand.
All right. As he runs forward, you guys see the red dragon on Yamazinkai's arm flare up, and as the mouth eclipses his hand, it shoots fire. Go ahead and make an unarmed attack.
Okay.
And remember, once the attack hits, the other damage is just added on. So yeah, go ahead and roll for damage with that.
Okay.
Nice. Now roll 2d8 with your fire attack.
Roll 2d8.
With your firebrand tattoo and your strength holding over, you deal an entirety of 14 damage.
Now, using the firebrand, was that a bonus action, or was that just a thing?
You can just do it whenever you want, but just once per day.
Okay. Got it. Okay. So then I would like to use Flurry of Blows. So that's 2 more unarmed.
Alright, as you punch one fist into this brain, you can see it hemorrhaging as neural pathways begin to seize, bruise, and collapse before your eyes. And you miss. As you swing over with the second one, the brain ducks down very quickly.
Okay, wait, so I missed the 24?
The 9. The 9.
Okay,
miss.
right. Okay. But I hit the other
hits?
one with 8
24
damage.
Okay, how do you want to do this?
Alright, so as I come in with the fiery punch, I go in with the left hook and I miss. But then with the third one, I like to put both hands together and hammer fist it down to the ground.
Nice. As you bring both fists together and hammer right on top of the head, you guys hear as it splatters and separates, the brain and gray matter oozing from the sides. This creature is destroyed.
They do die! Come on, guys!
Just
And,
Now you got brain.
I'm not popping up on the turn order, by the way.
Oh, I see it.
I rolled,
There
I
you
rolled
go.
an 8.
There you go. Is that your turn, Yamazinkai?
yes, that flurry of blows is my bonus action.
I see you.
Wait, how far did I move actually? I was right behind Layree, so I moved 35 feet. I will move back tactically 10 feet behind me. So
All
I'll just
right.
retreat a little bit.
What is your
After that.
dexterity, Erlond?
Give me just a second.
And that'll end my turn.
My dexterity score or modifier?
Score.
Huh?
Score.
15.
All right. It is now your turn, Erlond. What would you like to do?
Okay. I would like to. I'm gonna go. Where am I at? Right there. I would like to use my movement and get up in this tree. I'd like to scale that tree if I can.
Okay, you can climb, but unbeknownst to me, you don't have any additional climbing speed. So that will be your full movement to get up into that tree.
Yeah, that's cool. And then I'm gonna bonus action into Star Archer and get the old Archer going on
Nice. That
this one right there.
That hits as you catch him trying to sneak around your peripheral view. 11 damage. As you catch him with that arrow, he stops for a second before turning back around into his original state. He is hurt, but not destroyed.
And then that will end my turn.
Fantastic. Up next is the Intellect Devourer's turn. This guy, right in the center, he's going to leap out 5, 10, and when he sees you in the tree, he lets out a sonic this ray that interacts with your state of consciousness. As he hits you with that, I need you to make me an intelligence saving throw, Aurelas. Sorry. Erland.
So
Erland, with that,
Damn, 14 damage.
Oh my gosh.
you take 14 psychic damage, and you fall... Oh, wait a minute. What is your intelligence score?
My intelligence score is a 10.
Okay. Not only with that, you take... What is it? 14 psychic damage, and you guys all watch as Erland's eyes roll back in his head. He falls unconsciousness, or he falls unconscious and falls out of the tree onto his back.
Oh no.
He is not only stunned, guys, but he will remain stunned until he gets back some intellect, because he just lost his entire intellect pool. And with that first turnover,
Oh
the
my
second
god.
one is going to run forward and do the same to Farangorn.
Oh my god.
These things are. Oh.
This is nuts.
Oh my gosh.
I cannot believe that.
Farangorn succeeded. As this third one approaches, Yamazinkai, roll an intelligence saving throw.
Oh, that's not my best. Okay. Oh no. It's loading in.
I love
That's
how they
for
all
sure.
go after me.
He succeeds.
No way.
Damn, I should have saved that.
I'm so smart.
No.
And then,
12.
let's see here. Alright, this other one's gonna try to do the same thing, so Yamazinkai, give me another saving throw.
Oh, there's no way. Hold on. Okay.
Alright,
Oh,
Yamazinkai, you barely saved both times by the skin of
Oh
your
my
teeth.
gosh.
5,
That's
10,
called using my
15,
brain.
20, 25, 30, 35, 40. This guy's gonna get to
It can
here,
move so far.
and this guy's gonna end here. They are both going to attempt to claw you, Yamazinkai. So,
From that far away.
oh, sorry, yeah, you're right. Just this guy gets in range,
Okay, got it.
and him only. All right.
Gotcha.
Does a 17 hit?
Like they've reached. Yes, it hits.
All right, you take 8 points of slashing damage, and Layree, go ahead and make me an intelligence saving throw.
Okay.
no.
I don't know how to approach this fight at all.
Please no.
All right,
Wah, wah.
let's see here, Layree.
He's got fucking +6 and he's got -1.
Yeah, I know.
Layree, you take another 14 points of psychic damage, and Layree, what is
Oh
your
my
intelligence
God.
score?
I have a 16.
Alright, as Larry's eyes roll back in her head, she overpowers the creature mentally and does not fall unconscious, but you still take 14 points of psychic damage.
So,
And that will end their
How-
turns.
how do I get intelligence back?
I'm not sure. Oralas, what would you like to do?
My monk friend, just
Yeah.
duck, and I'll fireball
I do stuff.
in that very corner here. Sending my fireball. Casting it now. They do dex saves. Bruh.
Wow. That hasn't happened in a while, huh? Is this the first fireball in the game?
It is.
This is
Let's
a
go.
momentous moment.
This is a
Alistar's
very
gonna
momentous
be-
moment.
Alistar's gonna be hating.
That's okay. Only 8.
Can
Okay.
take half otherwise.
All right. Well, there you go.
Ooh.
Only one succeeds, which means immediately the other two vanish before your very eyes as they are
Whoa.
immediately incinerated.
The other one takes 14 still,
Oh yeah.
unless they have special stuff.
They're all fucked.
Meanwhile, Erlon's just,
Boo.
seizing on the ground.
Not seizing, drooling.
And I'll get closer. I feel the monk must have some special abilities. Hold on, no, I don't want to go there. I'll get closer to Elrond actually and fucking protect him. I'll say, Yama, what do you say to the god of death? You say fuck you. Yeah, that's my thing.
I love that. What is that, a quote from something?
It's from Game of Thrones.
It's
but I
the
remixed
start of a
it.
Game of Thrones, yes.
Larry, it's your turn.
Okay, so could I feasibly throw my hammer so that it hits this one and this one with like both of my attacks?
Yes.
Okay, would I have to roll, I guess, twice for that or just once?
Oh yeah, you'd have to roll twice because what's happening is you're doing 2 ranged attacks, but since you don't have a loading property, you can do them as many times as you'd like. Whereas
Okay,
a crossbow, you could.
Use
So-
40 of
Good,
them.
because that first one sucked.
First one whiffed, but as it comes back, you load it up again, and the second one hits its target. Who are you aiming at?
We'll say, since this is the second one, we'll go with this one.
All
And
right,
it
roll
just
for
kind of
damage.
like comes.
Nice with that whack.
+1.
Thank you for that. It hits the brain and stuns it momentarily.
Yes. And then I'm going to send Erwin with my bonus action to be kind of near both of them.
All right, with a short flutter of Erwin's wings, Erwin lands in that spot. And what would you like to do with its bonus action? Or with your
I would
bonus-
like for it to attack, let's say, this one here.
All right, go ahead with the force empowered rend. That hits. Roll for damage. As its wings, made of these articulated steel plates, cut right into the intellect devourer's brain, you watch as a massive amount of blood hemorrhage and spills from the organ. That guy's looking pretty rough.
Alright, and that ends my turn.
Rez, what would you like to do as you watch as these brains are trying to
Okay.
devour Erlond?
First, I will say to Alex, check your Discord. And then I will cast on this guy. Color should it be? What color should it be? Let's go with gray. And this guy up here, I will cast Cloud of Daggers at level 3.
Oh, wow. That is a unfortunate number of ones.
And does he have to make me a dexterity saving throw?
Not per the spell.
Oh, and it enters. So yeah. How do you want to do this?
Nice.
That's what I'm reading right now. Yeah, it's one. I just want like the dagger as it hums out of my hand and the music note dagger sheet music dances towards them.
All right. So as he's eviscerated with these
It
daggers,
look like
that-
it just passes through him, and then as it passes away, it just like
So with that, the intellect devourer just coils up and dies. Now, after Rez's turn is initiative count 20, which means Farangorn and Lanvil get their turns. Lanvil, 5, 10, 15. He's not going to quite get there.
and then I'm
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead,
running
Rez.
back.
Okay, does that end your turn? Alright, if that ends your turn, Landville's gonna come up and produce an elven craft musket. As he completely misses the target, Farangorn is going to bear down a firebolt onto that guy. As he... Wait, does that hit? Let me check. Alright, as Farangorn hits his mark, you guys watch as this Intellect Devourer coils up in pain and almost dies. Alistair and Glenn are going to protect the kobolds and hold their action. As they do so, everyone except Erland, roll me a perception check.
So Erland's brain with it.
Erland is
He's been lobotomized.
Alright. Yamazinkai, Rez, and Layree, you all look up in time to see a creature coming through the fire. Squid-like cephalopodic head, tentacles that gather around its face. A dark, cloaked, small, gnomish mind flayer steps out of the burning speaker's hall, reaches into his dark indigo cloak, and produces a very bright yellow laser gun. As he reaches out, he will roll initiative as well. And with a 19, it is his turn. He's going to reach out, and as he can clearly see over these Intellect Devourers, he immediately, as he does so, Farangorn collapses to his legs, or to his knees, rather, to his knees. Farangorn takes a massive amount of damage, 21 before he... As he clutches his head and falls to his knees, Landville rings out, "Brother!" As Farangorn collapses. What was that?
You did.
As Farangorn,
There he is.
As Farangorn collapses to his knees. What was the last thing you guys heard me say? Shit.
Was that he fell to his knees?
As he falls to his knees, you guys see Farangorn clutch his head. Landville leans out, "Brother!" And Farangorn collapses on the ground, unconscious as well. The gnome is then going to run up 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. As he points at Farangorn's unconscious body, that will end his turn. Yamazinkai, it is your turn.
How does... Okay. First, I will just move right there and slap this instructive arm.
Alright, as you bring a hand up and quickly...
And I'm curious as to if I... Yeah, sorry.
Go ahead. Alright, that hits.
Oops. And how's he looking after that? Before I decide.
How do you want to do this?
I would like to just do a very swift chop to the closest thing that looks like a neck to this thing.
Alright, as you bring your hand up and actually strike it under the carapace, where its body connects to its brain. Go ahead and roll for damage. Or, well, you killed it.
Yeah.
So as you bring it up, it severs it in half. And both halves fall over, like split salami.
Excellent. So, and then I'll just move 2 feet that way. And then, would I be able to use Flurry of Blows after I've moved? Actually,
Yeah, you will.
Yeah.
well, actually, here's what I'll do. I'll use extra attack because then that's still extra attack's not a bonus action, so I'll just use extra attack to punch it. Very cool. That way, I can still use Flurry of Blows on this guy for a full damaged attack, like full opportunity. So I'll just use extra attack to punch this guy.
Alright, and then you can use Flurry of Blows as a bonus action if you wish, because that missed.
Well, it's only if I hit. Yeah, so I can't.
Right. That's. I didn't think about that. Good point. So does that end your turn?
Okay. Hold on. There's something I'd like to do. Where's it at? Indeed. Sorry. Okay. So yeah, because I haven't used a bonus action because I didn't get the hit. I still have a bonus action. So I would like to use Step of the Wind and disengage.
All right. If that ends your turn, Erland,
Yes.
it is now your turn. Now, Erland,
And then I'll move back.
you are alive, Erland. You have 0 intelligence, and you are stunned. Is there anything you want to do that encompasses speaking or moving? I will allow those 2 things.
Yeah. Can somebody help me?
That's
And
In
that
what
will end
way?
my turn.
Look
Good
for a
turn.
spell. Look to a spellcaster for that.
Good turn.
Say it with 0 intelligence, please.
Up next, you guys watch as this intellect devourer scurries up. 5, 10. As it reaches here, Erwin gets an opportunity attack.
I think Erlos is right though. I should say it with 0 intelligence. Blue cow in the red field.
Oh.
My tongue is so thick.
My counting on your white field. Alright, 3 force damage, that still hits. As this brain is leaking blood and guts, you guys watch as it jumps into the head of Farangorn, rips out his brain, and enters his head. As Farangorn stands up and looks around, Lanville looks out. Brother, what's happened? And as he does, immediately, Farangorn is going to hit him with a firebolt. Natural 20.
Oh.
In one hit, Lanville is thrown to the ground with only a portion of his health remaining.
Jeez.
With that natural 20 firebolt, Farangorn is going to continue to run around here. And then it's the rest of the Intellect Devourer's turn. This guy's going to run 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Aralas, make me an intelligence saving throw.
Ooh.
This is stressful.
I hope.
It is.
Oh.
I wish that there was a 1. As you get there, the other Intellect
run.
Devourer is
I will
going
run, my friend.
as this Intellect Devourer runs the corner. 5. Erwin gets an attack of opportunity.
He got 1, so. He doesn't
Oh,
get
you're
it.
right.
Yeah.
You're right. He didn't get his reaction twice. As he gets to right here, Layree, go ahead and make me an intelligence saving throw. As Rez is just too far away.
Oh, it didn't load in? Okay.
Woo! A breeze at that. Aralas, what do you want to do?
Yeah, I don't think I have a choice. I will, hold on. Fuck. 20. I will fireball again. I feel. Fuck. Okay. That kid that got his brain melted, eaten, is actually pretty dead, eh?
He's pretty hurt, but he's also under the control of that brain monster.
Do I
It pulls
feel
the
once
brains
they
out.
leave, the body can still survive their invasion?
You just have no way of knowing. I'll say,
You saw the brain
well,
get pulled out.
these
didn't
are
you?
alien creatures that even advanced elder wizards debate over the existence of. You have no idea.
So I have no clue that if we kill the beast, that the person can survive it.
No. As a matter of fact, you have seen a person die and the brain survive it.
Okay.
You just have no idea.
Yeah. Fuck. Okay, change of plans. Just because I didn't do it last round, because I suck, I'm going to bonus action Blade Song. I will cast my mirror images. So there's gonna be 4 of me.
After image technique.
Yeah, and I will use my 40 movement to get here, blocking the creature. There's an opportunity there to be taken.
Thank you for that. Does a 6 hit?
It does not.
Damn it.
I'm flying through the air.
As you get to Drezik, he looks at you.
Leave this place and leave this man's body. That's my turn.
Alright. Larry, what do you want to do?
Okay. So the first thing I want to do is hit this one with my hammer.
Okay, yeah, roll the hit. Is this a melee attack or a ranged attack?
This one's gonna be like a ranged attack.
Alright, yeah, so go ahead and roll for damage. No way. Is that real? How can that happen?
Plus another one, so it's 2.
Oh, 2. Okay, I almost forgot about that. I was about to say. With that... Well, actually, what's your strength modifier? Or should I add your strength? Well, no, you can add your intelligence modifier as a,
I think as an artificer, you can add your
yeah.
intelligence modifier.
Yeah, what's your intelligence mod?
3.
Alright, so that's 5 damage in total. What else do you want to do?
Yeah, 5,
I'll
I guess.
then attack this one here as well, ranged attack with my hammer.
Alright, as another hammer flies over your right shoulder, Yamazenkai, and the fire still flaring, you watch as this hammer strikes the brain in front of you, and doesn't deal 4 damage, as we determined. Actually, it deals... 8 damage. There we go. Perfect. As that hammer leaves a square indentation in the brain's carapace, and you bring it back, what else do you want to do?
And then I will have Erwin make an attack on the one next to him.
That hits.
Oh, yeah.
As these brains are having a serious case of the migraines. You guys like that one?
Pause.
The hit lands.
I just thought about something.
What's that?
Tiger said he wanted to fight, and I told him to stay behind me.
I was gonna get to that.
Yeah.
Alright. We shall see if Tiger joins the fray at some point. Larry, is that your turn?
Yes, and as it ends, I will ask Rez to be sure to come at it with
the stupidest wit that you have. I think it will be the intellect that gets them.
Rez, as those words of wisdom caress your ears, it is now your turn. What do you want to do?
Oh, well, it's not like I haven't been stewing on this. I'm gonna move my cloud of daggers. And, I'm just moving it onto him.
Okay. Onto this guy? Oh, that guy.
No, onto, that guy.
Okay. Alright, you gotta roll the damage again, because remember, it takes 4d something damage, yeah.
It does 66 because I cast it at 3rd level.
66?
Oh, 64.
Alright, yeah, reroll
64.
Okay. 17 points
Not
of
bad.
damage as this mind-flaying gnome. Does that
And then I'm gonna move a bit. I'm gonna move over here, and for the first time, Yamazenkai hears a twiddle behind him of a pan flute, and a pat on his back, and I say, "Yamazenkai!" Yamasenkai, Yamasenkai, here go. Then he gets an inspiration.
Ooh.
Aw.
How do I use that? Is that
So
just
you
to,
get-
Whenever
yeah,
you
it's just a
want,
D8 that you get to roll.
Yep, whenever you want, you can roll a d8 and add that to your d20.
Okay.
Alright. Up next, because I said those other guys are on initiative count 20. Initiative count 21 is Drezik. As it is his turn, he's going to look at you around last. And he is going to grab you with his tentacles. As they come and grab your face. Does a 13
Does he make
hit?
the? It will not. Mirror images. Hold on, they got 13 HP, so it hits a mirror image actually.
Alright, as his tentacles wrap around a mirror image and they disappear, he in pain and immediately casts Levitate. As he casts Levitate on himself, he is going to
It
fly.
also takes another 64 because it started its turn there.
Oh, good point. Yeah, roll another 66.
Beauty.
Nice. Crazy amounts of damage right there. Thank you for catching me with that one. He's going to use his turn to levitate to float outside of your range, Ralas. As he gets
Could I-
opportunity attack, he's going to land right here.
Could I counterspell his levitate?
Let me see, because it is at will. If
If
it's
it's a
at will,
spell-
can you do it? Because it's not a spell.
Well, I can cancel that action with my reaction, but
Yeah.
I get no other reaction.
Good point. Good point. Yeah. So as he comes careening back to the ground, he's just gonna run away.
Unless there's good reasons for the story to.
Oh no, you. I mean, he's
Hey,
a
did he
psionic
enter it
creature,
again?
but still a spell. Did he enter it again?
Well, he left it. Because if it's a
Yeah,
like a
he didn't
cylinder.
leave it.
Yeah,
Like
he
a tall
didn't
cylinder?
leave it because he counterspelled it as soon as it cast it. Unfortunately,
Okay, so that he took that damage anyway because he left. Yeah, so.
he takes it when he leaves it. I don't think so.
Well, he
I-
started his turn there.
Yeah, he already
so.
took that.
Sorry,
though.
my
Yeah,
bad.
he took that. He already took that. Yamazinkai, it's your turn. What do you want to do?
With this newfound inspiration and I'm going to charge Drezik.
All right. Yeah, you definitely can. All right. As you run in front of him, he skids on his heels, and as he looks up at you,
I'm running, charging, screaming at him in his face.
nice.
And I would like to just punch him. Get a little smack around.
All right. As you go to punch the squid creature in his bright head, he dips below you, and you do not hit.
And would I have to use the bardic inspiration before I roll? Is that how
Nope.
that works?
Nope. You can use it after. I mean, I think you have to use it afterwards, right? There's no way of knowing. So yeah, you can use it now.
Okay, I think I will. Roll 1d8. Oof.
You know what? That might be
12
enough.
hit.
Not quite. He's a little slippery.
Okay. Okay. Well, whoops. So I'll just use extra attack. Not try again.
Unfortunately, that misses too. As you miss all of your hits, something about this
He's
creature
such a
is just
freak.
otherworldly.
Okay. Yeah, and with that, with the frustration as my bonus action, because I have not used one yet, I'll go into a rage.
Ooh, very nice. So do you activate Rage now?
Mm-hmm.
Would you like to explain what you look like when you are raging?
What do I look like when I'm raging? I suppose it would like my key to flare and to create a fiery like aura around me. Graphically, of course. Just cosmetically.
As a fiery red nimbus clown collects around Yamazinkai's form, his tattoos flare and the rage has been initiated. Is that your turn?
He went Super Saiyan.
Yes. I believe that's all I got. I'm thinking more Kaioken. I'm not Super Saiyan yet.
Gotcha. Erland, on your turn, you can control Tiger to do whatever you would like him to do. Tiger, right now, actually has more HP than Erland, if you can believe it. So, what do you want Tiger to do? He can only claw. And you're muted.
My bad. I was sneezing and shit.
That's all good.
So I would like to have Tiger attack this intellect right here. Just claw the shit out of it because he's the one that did it to me in the first place. But that's all I want him to do for now. I would like him to stick around me.
Tiger's
Just
first
because-
ever attack is a hit. As Tiger rounds the corner, he does 5 points of slashing and cold damage to the Devourer, killing it.
That's right. And then he's just gonna stick around me and protect me.
Alright, up next is the very... Well, there's actually 2 more up. So this Intellect Devourer is going to go down and put one final blast into Farangorn. As he does extend a hand, as a matter of fact, blue and bright blue at that, frost snow energy extends forth. As it does, I really wish I would have cast the spell. There we go. 60-foot cone. So,
Fuck.
I need Erwin, Lanvil, and... Well, no. Yeah. Just Lanvil and Rez. So, Rez, go ahead and roll me your, what is this? Constitution saving throw, Rez.
Great.
Wait, so Erwin doesn't have to?
Oh,
No. Alright. Alright.
Would
succeeding
Alistar
the
come to
save.
spell it?
Do you want to counterspell it?
No, but would Alistar, or is he too buzzy right now?
Alistair's not within line of sight at the moment. He can't see him.
Okay. Sorry.
As the blast activates without a counterspell, 23 damage onto you, Rez, and Lanvil takes 12. Let me make sure really quick. Half as much. Yep, so Lanvil takes 12. Alright. With that over, it is now the other Intellect Devourer's turn as he rounds the corner. Rez.
Rez. I love how Eric just looks at his camera like, alright, is this what's about to happen? Is this what's about to happen?
I believe a 15 hits, Rez.
Yeah.
He's got new AC.
That's
oh, he's got new armor.
He does, and his armor is 14 AC.
Isn't it +1?
It's 13 plus 1.
Oh.
But you have Dex.
And-
Do you have Dex?
You don't
Yeah,
add you
you
don't
No,
add,
it's
you don't add your dex, it's already calculated in there. So, with that,
Oh, man.
Rez, you are at 9 health. You take 9 slashing damage. Rez, you are unconscious. And with his other strike, the Intellect Devourer is going to strike you, Layree.
Oh my
Layree
goodness.
does an 8 hit.
No, it does not.
With that, the Intellect Devourer telecommuting telekinetically with its master, Drezik. Oralas, it is now your turn.
So I will bonus action level 2 Shadow Blade,
Ooh.
and I will run. Actually, I will run here. No, hold on. Oops. This is great. And
How do you do that?
you hold Q
Right
as
click.
you click.
Oh, okay.
And I will say, I told you to release my friends, and I will Green Flame Blade the Evil Squid with triple advantage,
Wow.
then accuracy with the Shadow Blade.
And you're
Shadow
flanked.
Blade.
You're flanking him.
Yeah, that's why. Well, I always get. Well, it's a hex.
Yeah, he's hacking.
Um,
He's hacking.
I'm wondering if I can click it. Does it roll the? That's just damage. Okay, that's damage.
And then
So
you
I
have to
have to
roll your
swing.
hit as well.
Yeah.
That
So
hits.
triple is going to be 26. 7 plus 2 on the guy. Does he get psychic resistance? Maybe.
Thank you for mentioning that. How much psychic damage do you deal?
That was 7. So plus 2 fire.
He has no resistance.
Okay.
wow.
So 9 damage on the squid and 12 on the off beast.
And you want to do 12. So that beast, just so you know, is in the head of Farangorn. Do you want to deal the 12 to Farangorn?
Well, that's all I know how to cure it. So I will try to put the flames more onto the beast than the guy, you know, if there's any way I can make the fire leap properly.
There unfortunately isn't, but nevertheless, you do hit, and Farangorn takes the damage. Is that in your turn?
It will.
Larry, what would you like to do?
So I'm going to use my bonus action to cast Arcane Weapon.
Ooh, first time. Nice.
And then I'm going to hit the one in front of me with my hammer.
Alright, what damage type are you using? Acid?
I would
flame?
say fire sounds good.
Okay, as you guys see Larry's Warhammer turn to a flaming one, it spins until whack! It hits the creature in front of you. And unfortunately, it ducks
Don't I
just
have-
out of
don't-
the way.
No, he's unconscious.
Don't I have like an inspiration I haven't used of
No.
some sort?
You have your D12 inspiration from the Chingwas.
Nice.
Is that something I can use here?
It is.
Or actually,
It is indeed.
I did. Okay, I think I will use that.
You also have DM's inspiration, but I think you already used it this session.
I'm.
Yeah, no.
I
didn't
think
use it, but
so,
she got one. She used their last one.
but I
That's
have another
right.
action anyway, so I can just, you
Yeah,
know,
yeah,
get him
yeah.
on the upswing.
Yeah.
I'm
have
gonna
your-
save it for a rainy day.
Okay, save that D12 and go ahead with your next attack. Oh, that hits.
Okay, and that's gonna be a plus a D6, right?
Yeah, it is.
And also +4.
Yep, you are totally right. And with that, you deal a massive amount. You deal 12 points of all your combined damages as the brain.
And I think that has to end my turn.
It does. That's a good turn, though. Rez, what would you... Rez, go ahead and GM roll me a death saving throw. Oh, actually, Rez, thank you for that, but I just realized something. You are at 0 hit points, not negative, so you are actually just unconscious. Up next, though,
Yeah, okay.
it's Drezik's turn.
Right.
Drezik is going to look at you, Aralas, and as he does that, he's going to reach out with his tentacles again, trying desperately to grab on your head. Does a 10 hit?
It all the images will avoid it and none is touched.
Alright, with that, his turn is over. He's going to try to run free from your grasp. 5, 10. As he does, you guys both get opportunity attacks, Shama, Zenkai, and Aralas. That's a miss.
Oh well, I have triple still because
Oh, yeah,
shadow.
that hits.
And
Yama
we are at
Zenkai-
advantage because he's flanking, correct?
No, I do flanking differently. You have to be able to draw a
Okay.
line from one player to his ally. However, with that Aralas, you deal your damage, and you guys watch as this gnome Ceramorph, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, is going to end his turn right there. Yamazinkai, it is now your turn. What do you want to do?
Nisham,
You what?
make him meet the god of death.
Okay. I would. How tall is this building next to me?
20 feet at its highest.
20 feet. How tall is it right there at the right where I'm standing? You know?
It's about 6 feet tall. On the edge, right there, where the hangs down over the load-bearing center. Yeah, that's 5 feet. Sorry, 6 feet.
Okay. I would like to jump up there. to
right.
try to cut him off without getting opportunity to attack.
It is above your head. I'll say give me an athletics check at advantage, or acrobatics, up to you.
Okay. Paper sheet moving up. Oh
Alright.
my gosh!
At advantage,
Oh.
So
Oh,
you
you're right,
climb
you're right.
up
Oh my gosh. Could you
elegantly.
imagine?
You flip up with ease.
Okay, and then I would like to. How much of that movement did that take? How does that work?
10 feet.
Like, was that an action? Was that my action?
No, that was just 10 feet of movement.
Oh,
You
cool.
are a monk.
Okay,
my
then.
friend.
Okay, then I'd like to move the additional 10 feet, and then I'd like to jump down. Right next to him, I suppose. Trying
Alright.
to do a hammer fist blow as I fall, as I jump down.
Okay, roll it.
Oh!
Hold on a second. Don't roll damage yet. Let me do some calculations. So 1d4.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I
you
also
will-
have savage attacks as a half orc.
Also,
right.
it's not 1d4 as a monk, it's 1d6.
There is mathematically no way you could not kill him with your rolls, but just roll anyway so we see what it is.
It's
Alright.
that plus, so that's actually +2, +6, not +4. Because an arm starts to plus 1d6.
Yeah, so
And then
it's
I
the
also-
maximum. So 15, 15 and then roll one more damage dice.
Okay, so that's /roll 1d6.
As you leap down, you come down with your palm and slap his squid-like skull in, and as your hand goes through, it explodes. Head explodes, the entire creature is destroyed and falls in front of you, lifeless.
Excellent. So I would like to then move to Farangorn, because I still have a bit of movement left. I think I only moved, 20 feet? If not even.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You move 30 feet.
Yes, I still have 15 feet of movement. That's my unarmored movement gives me. So yeah, I'll just move to right there, I suppose, and then attack this intellect devourer.
So this intellect devourer I put there just to demonstrate that he is inside Farangorn. So they're over.
Okay. All right. Well, then I'll move to right. Where can attack? Sorry, Mike.
No, you're fine. Don't apologize. You have the movement. That's more than enough. Go ahead with your next attack.
This is my extra attack.
That's right. All right, that hits.
Alrighty, and then so that's damage plus flurry of blows. Because I've not done a bonus action yet.
Yep,
so,
you can use flurry of
roll
blows
for
as
flurry.
well. That hits as well. All right, both of those hit. Roll for damage. So, you guys watch hands coming through. First, Yamazinkai destroys Farangorn. The intellect devourer jumps out of the hole in his skull, and Yamazinkai destroys it as well. All in all,
I'd like to catch it.
Yamazinkai. Oh, you want to catch it?
As it falls out, or as it pops out of his head, I'd like to grab it.
You do so, and as you grab it in your hand, how do you want to do this?
I would like to grab it by the hardy carapace, and then by the squishy underbelly, and rip it out of its hard shell.
With that
Let's do
sound,
this.
silence overwhelms you. As you guys are all standing, listening to the sounds of each other's
Is he
breathing.
the one still alive?
There's one right.
Oh shit. The fight continues. Yamazinkai, is that in your turn?
Yes.
Alright. Erlon, as you hear that squishy sound, even in your docile state, you can command Tiger. What do you want to do with his turn?
Have him attack this one right here.
As you look, Larry, Tiger runs with his hands held high above his head. Almost
Good boy!
almost as tall as Glenn with his hands above his head. He runs forward and As he leers forward, he strikes the Intellect Devourer with advantage. However, he misses. Layree, it will be your turn, but it is the Intellect Devourer's turn first. As the Intellect Devourer hears what just hit him, he turns around.
No.
As he claws back, he hits Tiger and deals 9 damage. As the big cut opens up on Tiger's chest, he and falls totally unconscious.
Oh my gosh.
Thank goodness we have a paladin. Oh. Ugh.
We also have a cleric.
That's right.
Oh, right.
Aralas, it is now your
Cleric
turn.
of death.
We also have me that can't do shit right now.
But it was my turn.
Larry, your turn is after
You're
Aralas.
awkward.
Okay. So, seeing everything seems to be stable, I will scream, "We need some healing on the elf, please." I think he means well. And I'll get there, and I will triple advantage Shadow Blade the remaining beast
Gorgeous.
for 20 to hit.
That is. How do you wanna
6
do this?
psychic.
The beauty.
I'll just slice him right through the brain
With
with
one
the Shadow
sword,
Blade.
very chic and subtle slice, you remove the sword as if from a sheath, and the blood cleans off of the gray matter. As you guys are all standing there, now together, you guys see the light collect above you. In the darkness, another canopy of light opens above you.
Hmm?
As you guys look up, there is another one of those disgusting nautiloid ships.
Ah.
Above you, you guys can see into a sphincter. And immediately, you all begin traveling up into the air.
Even the dead ones of us.
That's right. As you are all being sucked into this massive sphincter now, you look up. Alistair extends a hand. As his arcane cannon shoots off and hits the sphincter in the bottom, the ship shakes and drops you guys. As you coalesce now down into the snow, the ship turns and flies away, leaving in its trail a bit of purple flame and smoke polluting the sky in its wake. As you
That's the
guys-
good old undead boy right there.
As you guys all
He
stand
did
there,
something.
looking around at each other, what would you all like to do?
Healing,
Um,
please.
Yeah, can someone please cast Lesser Restoration on me so I can get my fucking intelligence back?
I can cast Lesser Restoration.
Yeah, so I'll just heal myself using my wholeness of body. So,
Hey, someone give me
I'll
Lesser
fuck
Restoration. I can
people
heal other people.
I can give you Lesser Restoration, but I need to be healed.
Give
Okay,
me
well
the
I'll
restoration.
heal Eric with
Are we
cure
really negotiating who's healing who right now? Just let me do it, and then
Yeah.
I can wild shape into my chalice,
You guys are all
and then
so
everybody
sorry.
gets fucking
I
help.
can cast Lesser Restoration
Alright,
on you,
listen,
but I
listen.
need to get up first.
Rez
It's a
and
catch
Oh.
22.
Actually, I won't.
I
even.
didn't
I'll
realize
wait
you were
until
down.
for shortness.
Okay, now that I'm
Who-
up, I begrudgingly walk over to Erlond and I cast Lesser Restoration.
Unfortunately,
Oh,
Erlon's intelligence is still at 0.
Oh
And
my God,
What
how you
I smack him.
that's right.
What happens when I smack him?
Erlon, you see
I probably
Rez in
laugh.
front of you. And as
Oh,
Erlon
he's-
laughs, you see drool collecting and falling off of his left.
Oh,
left side of his
Shiza. What happened to him?
I think he's gonna be a vegetable for a couple minutes. Can you please come over here for the elf?
That could have happened
No,
so
yes,
many
what do you
times.
need?
to So many of us.
Hi, I'm here, Aralas.
Someone get me a book.
At which point, Landville,
I'm gonna cast Mass Healing Word.
Thank you.
as Landville looks down, he grabs your hand, Rez. And as he, or would you
Someone
like,
better heal my Yeti.
Let me ask you this: who would you like to bestow the healing word on, Rez?
Well, give me a second, because it's got to be someone who's at least
Alive.
unconscious and not dead. Let me get
I
my
could use
math
another-
in here.
Cure wounds on Tiger. I think.
Spellcasting modifiers proficiency plus. Yeah, okay, so it's. Okay, so 11 points of healing goes to this moaf.
I don't need healing, so if you don't have to use.
Uh,
the thing
to
for me, but-
Erlond, to Tiger, and to Layree.
As you guys
And
all,
to Arlos. I can spare it.
as you guys all receive your health, Lanvil holds your hand, Rez, and looks. I'm sorry, but it's too late for my brother here. I will take him back to the lands of Galadrimbar. But
Is it
no,
available?
Erlon,
deep respect for all of you.
he can't. Damn it.
Thank you all for attempting to save our lives, and know that he'll be buried in a nice spot that overlooks the forest.
I can literally resurrect this guy, but I can't fucking communicate right now.
Inevitably,
Even if you
Glenn-
could, it's not like you could comprehend what's happening.
It's wisdom stick.
Inevitably, Glenn stands up and says, I'm not sure what's wrong with Erland, but I think we need to get to a cleric, and fast.
If only we had one was our party.
He looks back at Rory. Do you really think she would be enough help?
No, not at all.
I didn't think so either. As you guys look back, Rory's talking to the Icewind Kobolds along with Alistair.
Just chatting.
Inevitably,
Yes,
Landfall-
I think the most important thing right now is to get Erlon some help.
At about that time, you guys watch as a disheveled woman in furs enters the foray. She is covered from head to toe in what looks like snow. Having fallen over from that massive explosion of the ship, she walks forward. Right, and I guess you all just thought you were gonna destroy our little village and walk out without a second's thought, huh? She takes off her mask.
Yeah.
It is the speaker of Dougan's Hall.
Well, we didn't destroy a town. That thing did.
All I know is y'all destroyed our little plan. Killed Drezik, and what's worse, they won't be delivering us with our Chardolin supply anymore. You know, you ought to be ashamed. And at that point, her head opens wide. Poof! A
Fuck.
massive bullet hole from Landville. As he shoots her in the head with a musket. Like I said, thank you all for your support. Good luck on your future journeys.
You as well.
As Landville
Wait.
leaves, battered and bruised.
Wait, before you go, do you know where she could be?
He looks around. Well, so much for a promotion now. She's in Lonelywood.
Thank you.
Of course.
I'm a fucking vegetable.
As Landville takes away
With an
Farangorn,
emotional support Yeti.
you guys look as Tiger nestled into Erlon's legs as he sits down. Tiger.
Someone go get Manny. Load me up.
Elland, how many fingers am I holding?
What is that question?
He's alright.
Oh, okay.
Look, Elland, this is the
I-
sky, the
Play
stars.
some classical music for him. I've heard that it raises
as Erlos
IQ.
is saying this, Erlon is face down in the snow.
I helped pick up Erlond and put him on Manny,
Yep.
and I tie him to Manny so he doesn't fall off, but I do it him like face up so that he can look at the stars.
I'll climb up and I'll make sure he doesn't choke on his saliva or something.
Where the
He's
fucking
DJ
better.
fucking
Someone get
straddling
me to a
Erlon.
cleric.
Where did this happen? Was it here?
Yes. That's right. You guys were right here where these 4 buildings meet.
Gotcha. I'd like to take the body of Drezek now.
Okay?
He's a little gnomish little man, so.
He has his black cloak and his golden laser blaster.
Oh, I want it.
Okay. His laser blaster is
Let's
just a
pick it out.
d20 to hit if you're proficient, and it deals 3d6. However, if it crits, it vaporizes its target.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. So, I look at the gunman, Alistair. Alistair. I'm like, this is more your thing. Toss it at his feet.
Hey, thank you, lad. What'd you say your name was again?
Yamazin Kai.
Appreciate it. Now let's get Erlon back to the cleric before he loses what's left of his mind.
I do still have the I've like roped his body to my waist because you said that these are very debated against whether or not they even exist. So I figured taking one would help us.
What?
Put it in the bag.
Yeah, give it to Alistair, put it in the bag.
Put it in the bag.
Alright, put her there. As you guys gather up, Alistair looks around. So, anyone know where we can find a fucking cleric?
Glenn, do you know where we could find a cleric? You're from around these parts.
Ian.
I remember one on our first journeys together. A little gnome named, I believe her name was Copper Knobberknocker.
Oh, Lord. Yes, her. Okay,
That was a while
off
ago.
to... was she in Targos? Where was she?
I guess we're going back to Brinchander.
She was in Brinchander?
I knew it was a while ago that I saw her.
Okay, I guess off to Brinchander we go.
Also, did those things like cast that little ray on every single one of us, and only one of us failed? Could we all have been vegetables by now?
I think someone else did fail. I'm trying to think.
Larry failed, but she had high enough intelligence.
That's right.
Right, she'd
Yeah,
be able to
because
cut it off.
it's 2 things. You have to fail, and then 3d6 have to be higher than your max intelligence, which means with 3d6,
Oh,
I rolled higher than Erlon's max intelligence, which was a 17.
crazy.
Where's that wood at, Garrett?
Wow.
Do I know? Because I feel like I would ask the map guy, Alistair, I think.
Rez?
I have a map.
I would ask, do we know where the longer wood is?
You guys.
It was Lonelywood.
Lonely wood.
You guys do
It's up here.
know that Lonely Wood is right about.
It's, Bryn
shit.
Shander is on the way.
Fuck, it's far. Okay.
Yeah, so we can go by Goodmead, just check in, see how they're doing. Go up the road, take the east way to Bryn Shander, go through Targos, and then go up to the Tourmaline. Yeah, we're going through a bunch of shit. Unless we just want to book it there.
As a matter of fact, through your journeys in these long 21 weeks you guys have been together, you know for a fact that Tourmaline and Lonelywood are the last 2 villages you have not been to yet. As you guys continue on your trek up north towards Goodmead, for whatever reason, you guys happen to look over at that same clearing where you once fought Layree all of those days ago. As you look over, you can see the body of the elf begin to unclamber itself from its frozen posture. Over the elf's hood, you guys see a glowing blue light begin to increase with intensity.
Ooh.
Everyone except Yamazinkai, you know this elf is turning into a cold light walker before your very eyes. As
Let's go. Let's get the fuck out of here.
What, you're saying we can't fight that?
We have. We lost one of our men to it. Let's go.
Oh. Well, okay. True.
As you guys speed away, leaving the city, actually, you get a little bit warmer. As you make your way up to Good Meat, Aralas, you once again feel your pocket vibrate as that purple light expands. And then you all see a purple orb float out of Aralas' pocket as it scans the room, looking around. That is where we will leave off. Until next week.
Damn good
Oh,
session.
excellent.
Great session. Oh yeah.